Now bring on Tony Romo and Jim Nantz. I'm ready to watch some real football.
I have big news.
I spent my afternoon watching the Miami Dolphins slowly smother the New England Patriots in the second half. I watched Seattle's defense. Seattle once again give their fans a fucking heart attack and barely hold off the Washington Redskins football team, whatever the fuck. My boys blew a 17-point lead twice in one game to lose in humiliating fashion again. But today, boy, our draft position is going up, son. The Cowboys won. Did the Bears win? Let me look. Let's reevaluate things today. So unfortunately, the Jaguars lost, so they're going to stay ahead of us. Let's see. So Cowboys winning, that's good for Atlanta's draft position. The Jets are up right now on the Rams. That's good news. What else went on? The Bears beat the Vikings. That's good for us. Oh, yeah, our draft position's going to be good now. This is one of the first times in my life I've ever been like, you know what, let's just get this fucking high draft pick, dude. So if you're preparing for a Falcons future, today was a good day for you. But now let's watch teams that matter. Like I said, the Patriots have been eliminated. That was the game. Oh, wait a minute. What's that other game? Colts and Texans. What the fuck's going on in that game? Hold on. I didn't even see what was going on in that game. I know it was close. Come on, NFL.com. Fucking load. Colts. Okay, the Colts held on to beat the Texans. I was going to say that game was probably giving some Colts fans heart attacks. But yeah, I watched Patriots, Dolphins, and I watched Seahawks, Washington primarily today. We got some good ones for you now. Kansas City, New Orleans, and then we're going to do the Giants and the Browns. Going to be Freddie Kitchens' revenge. No, I'm kidding. I hate that Daniel Jones ain't playing. Hey, it's Colt McCoy's revenge. Shit. Because Colt McCoy's starting for the Giants against the Browns tonight. The ghosts of failed Browns draft picks past. And the ghosts of failed Browns head coaching hires. Because Freddie Kitchens is the interim OC for the Giants because Jason Garrett has COVID. How much you want to bet the Broncos will try to hire Jason Garrett next year for head coach? I watched those games last night. Buffalo beat the hell out of the Broncos. I actually worked out during that game. I was glad I wasn't streaming because through the entire second half I was working out watching the game. Packers and Panthers was a little closer than it needed to be. The Panthers thoroughly outplayed the Packers in the second half. Packers barely did just enough to hang on, and the Panthers were an inch from a blocked punt return for a touchdown down by 8 with a minute to go. So that game was a little closer than it needed to be. Go Pack go. Fuck the Saints. I don't want the Saints getting the 1 seed, so I'm going to be a big Kansas City guy for the next 3 hours. Yo, can this commercial end? Because we're going to miss the first play like we always fucking do with these 4:30 games. They're going to join this game in progress, and I'm going to be like, what the fuck's been going on? Oh, yeah, look, the Saints and Chiefs are already playing, and we're not able to watch it because we just had to see the last 45 seconds of the Cowboys and 49ers. It's 3rd and 5 for the Saints on their first drive at their own 28. Here comes a blitz from Kansas City. Incomplete. Michael Thomas is not playing today. He's on injured reserve. Well, I need Mahomes and Hill to go off to make me very happy today. Kansas City punted. The Saints just went 3 and out. And we're off because we had to see the last 45 seconds of the Cowboys and 49ers where the Cowboys had a 14-point lead and the game was over. But we really had to hang around and see that to miss the first 3 minutes of this game. Anyway, Go Chiefs. I will not be biased today at all. I mean, I will not be unbiased today. Sorry, I'm going to be very biased today. I need something to cheer for. At least I got to cheer for the Bills yesterday. AFC East champions for the first time since I was a baby. I was going on 2 years old the last time the Bills won a division title. I told my uncle last night I have no recollection of the Bills being good, so this is a brave new world. The Miami Dolphins are a winning football team. What is this life? So Chiefs went 3 and out. The Saints have to punt. Here we are. Saints have a much better defense, but we've seen over and over, Kansas City is just impossible to match up with. Ooh. So advantage Saints defense over Chiefs defense, but is it really much of an advantage when you're going up against Mahomes and Kelsey and Hill and Bell and everybody they got? Their depth chart is a Pro Bowl selection roster.
That's the stuff that really you can't teach, Coach. Those are the balls, that you're going to see over and over. If you can get a tip ball that's an interception for New Orleans.
Tony Romo's in the booth today to outperform me.
You can also get the ball back. But this game is going to be about Patrick Mahomes making plays like that. I think he has to for them to win.
Can the Chiefs get a first down? He's taking a shot. Ew, there's a flag. It's intercepted. Marcus Williams. Well-executed punt. Travis Kelsey dragged him down at the 6. But I think it's against the Saints. It's just a question, is it holding? Is it pass interference? What is it?
Well, I tell you, you never think that.
I didn't see much. Illegal contact. Well, that's why I didn't see much, because illegal contact is always kind of bullshit.
If you're Kansas City, you're upset.
Malcolm Jenkins. Watch Malcolm Jenkins on Kelsey. A little bit of a tug, yeah. Impeded the process, the progress, excuse me, not the process, the progress of the receiver. But, I mean, look at him. He's like, well, how the fuck else am I going to cover Travis Kelsey? How are you going to cover Travis Kelsey? Chiefs get their first down by penalty. And the Saints have the most penalty yards on defense in the league. Ooh. Oh, that was bad. Hey, Malcolm made up for that. It's rare to be able to catch Tyreek Hill that easily. 5-yard setback is generous. Good thing forward progress is a rule in the NFL.
Every week, but they are deep up front. And this is a team, and I know I keep saying it, Jim, this is the rare team who has the speed to actually kind of possibly
score alert. Touchdown, Arizona.
Saints number 2 in the league through week 14 as far as fewest yards allowed. Second-ranked defense. Second and 15. Coming out of the pocket.
Mahomes across his body overthrows Sammy Watkins. That's a dangerous throw, but he's probably the only guy that gets away with that routinely thrown across his body.
I think he has to do. These are the plays. If he makes them, Kansas City will win the game. If they don't, New Orleans will have a great chance to win.
3rd and 15 now.
The year, the Chiefs had a phenomenal percentage on 3rd and 10 plus.
Well, here's a good chance for fantasy points because he might go to Hill here on this 3rd and 15. This is one team that's not going to just do a draw and settle for punting. No, they're going to try to get this first. And he's taking another shot. Oh, McCole Hardman dropped it. Gardner Johnson closed as soon as the ball got there. He might have had a hand in that. Looked to me like Hardman dropped it. Damn it. Oh, yes, you got to make that catch. Gardner Johnson got one hand on it late. I told you, they're not just going to run a draw and punt. They're always going to go for the throat. So far, the Saints have avoided giving up the big play. But we're not even a quarter in. Still plenty of time. Great punt return.
A 17-yard run back before he's tackled down by Sherman. 61-yard punt. Again, a 17-yard run back. Welcome back, Drew Brees.
It's very slick of the Saints to not announce Brees was playing until, like, I don't know, Thursday or Friday. So the Chiefs probably spent all week looking at a lot of Taysom Hill stuff, and then it comes in that, Drew's playing. I think the opportunities for turnovers will be fewer with Brees because Taysom Hill was loving putting the ball on the ground. He was doing that a lot. Brees, at the very least, won't do that. No Michael Thomas, though. Who's Drew going to throw all of his 5-yard little slant patterns to now? I'm disappointed. I broke down and ordered some wings from Papa John's myself today, and they kind of sucked. There was like barely any sauce on them. I got buffalo wings, and there's like barely sauce. I might as well have just been eating dry chicken. Tasted good, but where was the sauce? There was like nothing there. Also, I was about to jump through the phone and strangle the woman at the call center for Papa John's. I just want my wings. She kept trying to throw on a pizza and a cookie and 2-liter drinks, and I'm like, no, I just want fucking wings. First of all, speak English, because she was speaking 100 miles an hour with a bit of an accent. If she had just slowed down talking, I could have understood her, but she was like speaking 100 miles an hour, trying to get me to buy a bunch of other shit. I just want my fucking wings. That's all I want. So $20 well wasted because those wings were just okay-ish. Next time, there better be some goddamn sauce on them motherfuckers. Like on Monday night during the Browns and Ravens. Those wings were saucy, dude. They were mild and my lips were like numb. Today, I was like, I barely feel anything from these. That's how my day's gone. I'm working tomorrow, but I got an easy job to do. We're probably getting a white Christmas here. It's supposed to snow Christmas Eve into Christmas morning. So we're probably getting a white Christmas. I haven't checked the weather today, but I'll have to keep an eye on that. That'd be cool. Nah. Hopefully soon I'll be able to tell the wing story. Although there's not much of a story to it. And I don't know if it's appropriate to tell the story on stream. Might unintentionally make myself sound like an asshole. But I swear I didn't do nothing wrong. Have you noticed the Superdome looks like one big giant toilet bowl? That's not a coincidence. Foosball. Packers damn near gave up home field last night to the Panthers. Whoa, Brees sailed that one over the head of Kamara, who was covered. Chiefs were all over that screen. Tony Romo! Tony 6 feet 1 inches away, and we had 3,000 in attendance here today, and all of them excited about seeing Drew Brees back after 6 feet and one glass wall between them, Jim Nance and Tony Romo.
I mean, this team is really deep. I mean, on the defensive side of the ball and on offense, they win these games up front. Having Drew Brees back, all of a sudden you can win mentally as well on the field. Now the handoff.
3rd and 5.
Kamara for 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. As you look at the Saints,
that Teddy Bridgewater fumble at the goal line last night, I think I laughed for about 20 minutes. I wish I'd have streamed that game now because it turned out being a pretty good game.
Ramczyk, a former first rounder, at right tackle. Interesting, they've got not only Michael Thomas on IR, but Deontay Harris is on IR with a neck. So
he's got a neck. You heard Jim Nance.
For this game, here's the 3rd down play by Brees.
Oh, intercepted. What a catch. Bobbled, tapped the toes, pulled it in. First day on Kansas City. Well, I thought Brees wasn't going to turn it over, but I guess I jinxed him. That's good, though. Where's Jeff Gordon? Look at this. 1, 2, yep. Look at this. Well covered, well played. Brees is 0 for 4 with an interception to start the game. Jameis Winston should have been the quarterback for the last month, and he should probably be the quarterback right now.
So Brees' arm was not, or hand, There was nothing, no issue there.
Saints defense has done a good job so far, but I got a feeling that's about to change because of this situation they're being put in here.
He's kind of waiting to see the angle for the corner route, and then you're kind of like, oh, I got to let go of this soon, and you try and hold your arm a little bit, and it comes off the side of it. Sets up the Chiefs at the 36. It's Bell. Decided to take it outside and shut down after a gain of 2.
Whoa, he fumbled. Kelsey's got the ball, and he's going down the sideline. Touchdown. Woo! What? Did he really fumble? Because if he did, I'm sure Kansas City's like, yeah, he fumbled.
Was he down? What is it? It looks like from up here he's down, but you never know.
You can't see from the other angle, was he down?
See, though. You're a Chiefs fan, you're hoping he's not down.
Oh, he's down.
The ball was fumbled by the offensive player.
He's down.
Also recovered by the offense. Advanced for a touchdown.
Kelsey in the right
That
spot.
will not stand. That's coming back.
If you had Kelsey in your fantasy leagues at the end of this year, you were rooting hard for that one. But I think his knee's down there. Down for sure.
Yeah. Although I'd like to see him let it stand. It'd make me very happy.
Look at Kelsey trying to
Plays under further review.
push Anzalone.
Ah, damn, he's clearly down. Well, I don't know. Is that ball moving as he... I don't know. That's not going to stand.
But this one, I believe, will go the other way. It'll come back after the review.
Well, that's a damn shame. And why is my drive chart stuck on like 3 plays ago? You know the best part about the Steelers and Bengals playing tomorrow night? I get to go to bed early. That's like the only positive I got for you about the Steelers and Bengals being the Monday night game. What if God was one of us? I was thinking about Austin Powers because last night when Aaron Rodgers scored, he stood in the end zone and went, I love gold. I don't know why, but if you listen to the Pat McAfee show, apparently Rodgers and his offense, at least the offense, are obsessed with Austin Powers and Goldmember. And I'm like, of all the 3 Austin Powers movies, you're obsessed with Goldmember. Rodgers says he wants to get Mike Myers to visit the team as Goldmember, but COVID restrictions and shit like that, it probably wouldn't happen. So 2020 truly is the worst year ever. But if we roll into 2021 and I get to see the Saints take another painful playoff elimination live on stream, well, then maybe 2021 has some promise. But I'd like to see the Saints not have home field to make that more likely. I regret buying those wings. Next time they need to put more sauce on them motherfuckers. Of course, when I buy wings, they fuck them up. Somebody else buys me wings, and I gotta feel bad about it. But they were fucking delicious. Isn't that like a metaphor for life? Sure, you could pull something out of that. And pull out. I gotta say, New Orleans, you looked a lot better when you were underwater. And yes, Bell was down. Good call. I just hate that they had to make that call. My drop chart's broken. It won't advance past the Breeze interception. Offsides, free play. Take your shot. Ah. All right, just take the penalty. Yeah, drop chart. You gonna like fix your shit? Yo, my game picks this week are on point. I gotta run through and see what my pick'ems look like, but I think they're pretty damn good.
This is different this year, right? You get to use your cadence on the road.
Defense number 92. 5-yard penalty. Second out.
All right, we've got an update. Let's bring in Nate Burleson from the
Is it another touchdown, Cardinals?
Murray, he is sniffing the end zone. He goes
Kyler Murray. Yep.
Chase Edmonds with the reception and the touchdown.
I had a feeling this game wasn't going to be close for long. It's 16-0 Arizona over Philly.
All right, that offense getting going. Thank you there, Nate. It's a 2nd and 4. Edmonds come on strong for that team out of the University of Houston. Here's a look at the safeties again, Tony. Huh?
We
It's
got
amazing.
a flag.
Literally, this is the plan I've always said.
False start.
Offense. Number 11.
Okay, so it bounces out. The Chiefs gives the yards right back.
This is the only way I see going against Kansas City and really someone beating them in the playoffs. You've got to dare them to run the football. Just literally say, we don't want Patrick Mahomes and Tyreek Hill to beat us. So just say, you know what? You know we're doing it. We're going to have these safeties help on pass defense.
They are right. The Saints are a rare team that can play Kansas City a little different than most teams can because the Saints have such a good pass rush. And they've got great linebackers. I mean, they're really good at every level. The secondary's got a lot of talent.
2nd and 9, back at the 35.
They're so good, I think their secondary's the weakness, and they're not weak at all. And they're just putting the safeties deep and saying, yeah, go ahead, run the ball. Throw down here into these ball hawks because Jenkins and Williams and Lattimore are ball hawks, even on their worst day.
Quarterback want to throw it right behind him to save him from taking a big hit. Back comes Darrell Williams to the running back position.
Janoris Jenkins, Malcolm Jenkins, Marcus Williams, Marshawn Lattimore, ball hawks.
Quarterbacks that combined 3 out of 12 at this
And Marcus Williams is my hero forever. He caused the Minneapolis Miracle.
That's Rankins. Ready to pounce right over the center
Here
right.
comes a... they faked the blitz. That was a very convincing look they gave Kansas City there. First down.
He's able to find Kelsey for the first down. On 3rd and 9, they pick up 10. Travis Kelsey, unbelievable route on Jenkins, but then also the Mahomes magic. It's like not a whole lot here. We could have used the physicalness and
That's a battle right now, Malcolm Jenkins and Travis Kelsey.
I mean, Williams is coming over. He's got Jenkins on him.
They're going at it.
Smart. Kelsey's intelligence. I mean, it's crazy how he has such a feel for the game. Yeah, it goes where that cavity is in the defense every time. Yeah, and the leverage of the guy, like even if you're heavy and on, you know, man, he still uses it against you. From the 24.
Mahomes rolling to his left. He's just going to run for it. First and goal at the 10. Well, they're going to mark him at the 11. Never mind. First down, though.
Well, you'll see Mahomes. He feels it right here. Oh, got to slide up. When he gets going, shows off those wheels right there. Underrated his, sneaky, ability to know when to run. Yeah, and when he does it, it's effective. It's effective. Remember what he did in the AFC Championship game last year when he broke 5 tackles for 30 yards out and scored a touchdown and not come back from 10 down. Here's a 1st and 10 from the 11.
All the time in the world. All the time in the world. Still holding onto the ball. Has to throw it away.
Throws it away.
That was bizarre.
The area of Kelsey.
It was bizarre to see
Down at the end of that.
Kansas City's talent on offense not get open. Because that's all that was. That was pure coverage.
Almost every down, you know how to pass things off.
That time they got Lattimore matched up on Kelsey. Jenkins was somewhere else. And Mahomes couldn't find anybody. By the way, the Jets are up 10-0 on the Rams. I mentioned that in passing earlier, but it really just hit me that the Jets are up 10-0 on the Rams. A team I like to surprise a lot of people in the playoffs.
Really helps you. They do a great job against man-to-man teams. Getting crossers.
The Jets will do their best to not go 0-16.
And that is Yelder to the
3rd and 4.
Dennis Allen pointed out to us about that. Is it, you get the field compressed and congested, you take away the speed. You take away the vertical play, obviously, when you're in a red zone situation. So that's going to help, guys like Dennis Allen and his defense. You're right. It neutralizes Tyreek Hill's speed, right? And they're not huge. They don't go up and catch it over your head. They run past you a lot of the time. So you got to take Kelsey out down there because he's the big target on corner routes, things of that nature. The biggest thing is their misdirection. You can't fall for it. You saw right there. They still always try and get your eyes.
This
off
is going to
it.
be something with Hill.
Crossing some-
I'm gonna try to do a Tony Romo. This play's going to Tyreek Hill all the way.
He's made a couple of nice plays here in-
The other obvious choice would be Kelsey, but I think you got to do something with Hill.
That was
with friendly fire, and DJ Swearinger's going to come in at that position.
Davis is playing outstanding.
Wow, look at this formation. Okay. Now they move Hill over. Now he's coming back. There it is. Tyreek Hill touchdown. I knew that was going to be something with Hill.
He scores again. Tyreek Hill with his 15th touchdown.
See?
Reception.
That was my Tony Romo moment for the day.
17 overall.
Called that shit.
5 yards out, coming off the Snead interception.
Touchdown.
Kansas City cashes in.
Fantasy points for
Watch the
you.
motion. You're going to see Tyreek Hill come all the way over, all the way back, and then he'll come right back underneath. Right there, and
How does he get that wide open, though? If I could see from home that what they were going to do, how did they not figure it out?
Look left, come back inside, look right again, and then come back inside. One more time to Hill. He sees the whole field over and over again.
Harrison Butker with that big leg, surprisingly, he's missed 6 PATs this year. Been superb on field goal.
7-0.
This one added for 7-0.
And I told you where it was going to go. Listen to me. Trust me. I'm like Jake Roberts. Trust me. Trust me. Trust me.
His 34th touchdown of the season.
I don't know if anybody here's a wrestling fan, but when Jake the Snake Roberts turned heel on The Ultimate Warrior, and he had that weird new song for his entrance music where he's just going, trust me, trust me, trust me, trust me. And it sounds like some John Carpenter fucking music, that song. Well, really, both of Jake Roberts' entrance themes sounded like something John Carpenter came up with. I think Kevin Mann on the Attitude Era podcast said a buddy of his called it John Carpenter's The Wrestler. And John Carpenter was no stranger to wrestlers. Roddy Piper was in They Live. What a fucking great concept for a movie. How has They Live not been remade and fucking ruined like every other good suspense or horror movie? Speaking of, I watched the fucking Friday the 13th reboot last night. Boy, that sucks. I heard all these people say, oh, it's not as bad as you remember. And I watched it and was like, it's not that good, though. Then again, maybe it's because I watched the other 10. Well, I've watched the 8 Friday the 13th movies that matter. So you kind of feel like you're watching the same movie over and over once you've watched all of them. So by the time I watched the reboot late last night, I was like, yeah, this kind of fucking sucks. 5 out of 10, the movie was not stupendous. Damn, Robert, you're like the 07 Giants right now in your fantasy league. We might stream the Christmas Day game with the Saints and Vikings this week. I'd like to stream Raiders and Dolphins on Saturday, but I got to figure out a way. I need to know that my PlayStation web browser is going to run that damn website worth of shit so I can stream off my computer and watch the game on my PlayStation. We'll see.
Tyreek has just tied Dwayne Bowe's franchise record.
We shall see.
Touchdown receptions in the season, but he also becomes the first player ever in the league with 15 or plus reception touchdowns and 2 rush touchdowns.
Jim, I don't know what that drink is there, but
You've had that on an airline time or two.
I tell you, Tyreek's getting a little early, but
Tyreek was drinking that Super Devil juice from Little Nicky.
Remember, he was dehydrated.
Must be the Super Devil juice Dad gave me. That's such a good movie. Super Devil juice.
Dehydration. Now, back to Breeze in the pregame. We were keeping an eye on just how loose and limber he was. Watching the stretch.
Drew Brees practicing his sexual positions in pregame. That one is called the Jabba the Hutt. Speaking of which, I'm going to watch the goddamn Mandalorian when I'm off this week. I'm probably going to be off like Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and then the weekend. I'm going to watch some Mandalorian. I got to fucking watch the show.
A month. it matters. Take just
And if I get a goddamn PS5 anytime soon, I'll stream some Star Wars games.
opponent like the Chiefs.
Sony. There's Chimera for a gain of 3, 4.
Surrounded by 3 Chiefs. Let's go to Tracy.
Well, Jim, watching Drew Brees down here on the sideline, he does not seem hindered by that rib injury at all. He's actually
Touchdown Eagles.
protective shirt underneath his uniform.
It's not going to be a complete blowout,
Certainly, he's not
most
100%,
likely.
But he wouldn't be out here if he doesn't think he could do all the things he needs to do. One other thing on Michael Thomas mentioned on the IR, just until the playoffs, hoping that ankle does heal. Sean Payton said he doesn't think that they can win a Super Bowl without
Only a gain of 1 for Chimera, 3rd down.
Thank you, Trace. 3 more yards for Chimera. Yeah, the strategy there for Sean Payton. Could have played him, and maybe never healed him. But you know what? Let's just go ahead and...
Man, I'd give Jameis Winston a start, man.
Sit him down for 3 games.
Boy, I hope the Saints play the Bucs in the playoffs and Jameis Winston's a quarterback. I hope that happens.
You know, Sean obviously knows the talent for Thomas and what that provides this offense. I mean, it's almost like not having Tyreek Hill. It's a game changer for how teams defend you.
We got Bashaw Breeland of the Chiefs getting tended to by the medical crew. But back to Breeze and that flak jacket. I know you can relate to that. Even when he told us in our production meeting that everybody comes out of the woodwork with advice on what kind of flak jacket he should wear.
They do. They want the lightest, the one that absorbs everything. But we'll be right back.
Extra absorbent.
No fees or minimums on checking and...
Check my damn phone, see who the fuck's been bugging me now. Right on cue. When are people going to leave me alone? Send me wings or leave me alone. I'm just kidding. Guys only want one thing, and it's disgusting. Wings. Actually, I'd like to have some fucking donuts, but I'm waiting until my birthday before I ever pig out on some sugary foods again. That'll give me something to look forward to on my birthday for the first time in I don't know how long. On my birthday, I'm going to get some like cake and ice cream or something. And that'll be like my 1, maybe 2 cheat days of the year. Maybe from now on, I'll say my birthday and like Thanksgiving or some shit. I used to eat sugar as often as Phillip Rivers has sex. That's how much sugar I used to eat. Actually, no. I used to eat as much sugar as Phillip Rivers and Antonio Cromartie each have sex. That's a lot. They got a lot of kids. Both of them. I had to bum somebody else's Disney Plus. I got on Disney Plus to watch The Mandalorian. I didn't watch any yesterday, but I was going to watch an episode or 2 before the Bills and Broncos kicked off. Goddamn, my sister canceled the Disney Plus. I had to go fucking bum somebody else's. Of which I am most grateful for.
We put the home and home team. And by Capital One.
3rd down.
Our wallet.
After this eternal timeout.
Rashad Fenton has replaced Rashad Freeland, who keeps the helmet on. Looks like he's ready to set up maybe just one play. 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4. Breeze takes a shot, and it's incomplete. Boy, that was a Tom Brady, Mitch Trubisky throw right there, but Emmanuel Sanders was covered anyway. Great coverage. Oh, flag down.
Got a flag in the area of where that pass was intended for Emmanuel Sanders.
I just thought it was good coverage. Maybe I'm wrong. Doesn't happen often, but I've been wrong before.
Fade route from the inside.
There is no foul for pass interference.
Thank you. I just thought it was good coverage. There was nothing there that made me go, oh, shit.
Play clock at 40 seconds.
I think you just talked
Excuse me.
about the Worst start he's had is 0 for
Saints will punt again. The Breeze is 0 for 5 with an interception. Welcome back.
Saints now have failed to pick up a first down in the first 2 possessions. Morstead, 12-year, reliable part of the special teams down in New Orleans. Six of his 50 punts have been fair caught. He's most in the league, but this one's going to be returned. It's Hardman.
So the game I'd be very interested to stream next week would be Tennessee and Green Bay. That game will tell us who the Packers really are. Tennessee, Green Bay next week. 13-0 Jets over the Rams. Well, well, well. You just never know what's going to happen.
That was Hardy along with J.T. Gray on the tackle. That gets the Chiefs a starting point of their own 20.
First down.
For a pickup of about 13. Let's take a look at next gen stats powered by AWS.
Well, we talk about the secondary.
Hey, look, it's that Saints-Bucks game where the Bucks lost by fucking 32 points.
They stopped the run and they rushed the passer. And guess what?
Oh, look, it's that game.
Heavy-handed on these receivers. You got help with the safeties and let this front four attack the quarterback. That was their plan coming in. They're actually executing it. Dennis Allen, they're executing it pretty well. But the turnover, short field, and Mahomes making some special plays like always.
First down.
Oh, sacked. Nobody got open. Mahomes looked for a shot over the middle. Nobody was open.
Well, we just talked about
Watch down the middle here.
so everyone can be heavy-handed on the receivers.
And yeah, there the Saints are playing that too deep safety look again. He was looking for Hill.
Right now, Mahomes, these safeties back here are so deep, you got to throw underneath.
Ah, man.
This front four gets to you.
That was a long developing play.
Impressive front four it is, too.
Yeah, and that's why they keep
Do I think 4 Christmas trees is enough? I don't know. Depends on how big they are.
That defensive front today out with a shoulder. Second and 18. Here they come again. It's Davenport chasing him.
Wow.
Pass gets there to Watkins. Out to the 35.
Where are you going to put that tree, Griswold? Bend over and I'll show you. You know, you got a lot of nerve talking to me like that. I wasn't talking to you.
It's going to have to be Mahomes making special plays. And I don't say that every week. It's just this team is built.
Watch Mahomes here under pressure.
Than normal. As you see the pressure get up there and make another spectacular throw. Watch these eyes, Jim.
Somehow completes a pass.
Paddling, and he has so much in that arm.
You're right.
It could be off balance.
That's a baseball player there.
Way back and still do something like that. Pick up 9.
3rd and 9.
3rd and 9.
Good protection. Nobody getting open again. Now here comes the pressure. What the fuck? Wow. He looked like Michael Vick for half a second. He made Cam Jordan just stop and stand still, and it gave Mahomes time to throw down the field. I can't even describe what happened on this play.
Vintage Mahomes play.
Look at this.
No one's open.
Nobody's open. Good protection. Good protection. Here comes some pressure. Roll out of the pocket. Extend the play. Make Cam Jordan fucking miss. I don't know what Cam Jordan was doing there when he turned around. He looked like Earl Thomas trying to tackle Derrick Henry.
You take away the first ones because they're playing coverage on every play. With the second one, Mahomes gets them open because there's so much time, right?
That spin on that football. It was interesting. Cameron Jordan was running down.
Hey, my quarterback threw for 356 yards, 3 touchdowns, no turnovers today, and we still lost. How did your guy do? More play action. Here comes pressure. Ooh, he was asking to throw an interception there. That sailed over the head of a couple of Saints defenders with nobody there behind him.
15, no, make it 16 of the first.
Boy, Mahomes playing loosey-goosey. You know, last week he had three interceptions against the Dolphins in the first half.
So they don't care. And
He was trying to throw one there.
Weirdly egregious. Let him.
And he's making these absurd throws under pressure. I'm not worried about the Chiefs, but I'd really like to see the Buffalo Bills play them for the AFC Championship. That was the cleanest play they've had all day from a drop-back pass perspective.
Well, this is a poor job. Really, you'll watch the corner. Jenkins just give way too much space. When you have those safeties back there, you have help. You got to get up on Robinson here. And he just laid off too far, and Mahomes sees it, throws a perfect strike.
Second pass play covering 23 yards on this drive. Drive in which they've already dug themselves out of a 3rd and 9.
So what's Skip Bayless going to say when Mahomes beat the Saints, but Brady couldn't do it either time this year? Woo, little trickery. Didn't work. Cam Jordan didn't miss that time. He could tackle McCole Hardman, but he couldn't tackle Patrick Mahomes.
Just the discipline here defensively. Cameron Jordan going to rush up that side. 94. Don't keep going that way. And then watch how he turns him back in, Jim. Take away the outside. You know where your help is. Just stay there even if you miss him, because it's coming from the inside.
I love all the misdirection, deception. You saw Hill.
I like that play design, but
As if he was going to be taking the
didn't work that time, Jim.
Didn't fool Cameron Jordan. Second and 15.
Mahomes backpedaling again. Throws it away. Boy, I hesitate to say when he's throwing it away because I never know if he's making like a impossible throw to the sideline.
Another front four pressure.
So I had to wait until that ball was well out of bounds before I said, yeah, he threw it away.
Pretty similar sequence every time. They just start chasing him. Patrick
Saints are getting pressure. Almost every other play, they're getting pressure.
to be able to make something out of it.
Well, this front four Rankins is already
And the coverage is honestly doing a good job.
I mean, Henderson has 10.5 sacks this year.
The run game's not exactly. Kansas City's not even trying to run the ball.
Coming waves and they got-
They're defying
it allows receivers-
most of the looks they're getting from the Saints with those two deep safeties. More pressure. Mahomes gets it away, though. Tyreek Hill. I think he's out at the 1.
Waving him
Oh, they mark him out back at the 4. Okay, first and goal.
suddenly got on his toes, trying not to touch the paint, but he's out near the 5.
I mean, unbelievable. Watch Mahomes just flick it and don't go forward. And a strike. And this feels almost.
No, yeah, he stepped out of bounds there at the
This
5.
almost feels like New Orleans just played awesome on this whole drive.
They are honestly playing really well. It's not fair. And the Chiefs are not even trying to stay balanced, which is the ridiculous part. They're not running the ball at all. Now they run it all the way to the 1. Got to stay balanced, guys. You would think.
Hilaire. Is it Olay or Hilaire?
One moment.
Go get yourself an eclair. Edwards-Helaire might score when we come back.
I'm going to send Cameron a voice message because it's easier than texting. I'm going to send a voice message because it's easier than texting. The Saints defense is who I feel bad for right now because they're literally doing everything right. They're pressuring Mahomes on every other play, but he's just making freak throws, one-handed off his back foot, running away. And the Chiefs are not running the ball at all, but they're getting these freak plays down the field no matter how good the Saints keep playing. It's very rare to see a defense do something so right and do almost everything right and still keep giving up plays. What? vision. Elizabeth Olsen's so hot. God damn it, I'm going to watch The Mandalorian, I promise. I sound like Vince McMahon there. Well, actually, I sound like Vince McMahon sounds now. It's Christmas week, and I don't know why I'd be excited. Well, I'm only excited because I'm going to get like an extra couple of days off again. I've worked one day since last Friday, and I'm already like, man, I need some more days off, bro. I don't want to go. I just want to stay home. God, when it comes to working or staying home, don't you want to stay home no matter what? What the fuck is this commercial? Oh, it's a... Is that a Silence of the Lambs TV show? Really?
Kansas City put up 128 yards of offense in that first quarter. Only 16 for the Saints, who didn't even manage a first down in the first 15.
Okay. Second goal from the one. This is either a fucking screen. Oh, there you go. It is a screen. I said it was either going to be a screen, and before I could finish my sentence, it was. I said screen or quarterback sneak. And that was just a bizarre throw. Look at this. That was the route I was thinking. I was thinking bubble screen. I think I've watched too many Kansas City Chief games. Touchdown. When I see the Chiefs with three receivers stacked on top of each other at one side, the ball's probably going there. 14-0. Yay. That play took less than 2 seconds.
Football was a passion that turned into an obsession.
Football is my passion. Look how smart I am.
An optometrist.
Put me in the Monday night. Well, they don't need me in the Monday night booth now. They got a good Monday night booth. Up until this year, though, I was going to say, somebody put me in the Monday night booth. You'll get honesty like you've never heard before. Racing's where it's at. Man, I listened to Darrell Waltrip on the Dale Jr. download, and suddenly I miss him. Ain't that fucked up? Because I remember when Darrell was good at his job, and then I listened to the Dale Jr. download, and I'm like, man, I love old Darrell.
So you get a 600th career catch. Oh, that one right there? That one on the mantle? That actually was a touchdown. Number 600.
Well, Kelsey, I mean, his season, Jim, is unbelievable, right? He's probably going to break the all-time record for yards for tight end.
Could do it today.
Yeah.
Needed 128 coming in. Break George Kittle's record. Considered the league's most prestigious honor. This year's nominees for the Walter Payton Man of the Year from the Chiefs and Saints: Travis Kelce, Demario Davis. They've done great work in their communities. One of Demario's core values is being a voice for social justice. Devoted Dreamers Foundation is what it's called. Works through that organization, created it, equipped the next generation of leaders with the tools to be successful spiritually, mentally, and physically. At Travis,
will Drew Brees ever complete a pass in this game? Stay tuned to find out. Here's an attempt. Nope, it's incomplete. Still can't complete a pass, but that really wasn't his fault. That was a drop.
Just a hair off, right? Just kind of like that rust as if you're coming off a layoff, and that's rare for Drew Brees ever. But they need something to get them going.
Wearing that flak jacket we talked about, does it just feel different once you get into the heat of a game?
No.
We only got 2 regular season Sundays left before the playoffs. We got a lot of football to watch this week. Like Thursday, no, not Thursday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday after that.
You get shoulder pads. You're fine with that. I mean, the thing too is getting out here. You got to come back. And
3rd and 7.
You can take a hit. You know, all these things matter a little bit. Then you get comfortable in the game. He'll be fine as this game goes on. It's just we don't want to.
He's not staying on the field long enough to get comfortable, Romo.
It's a tall task.
Saints are 0 for 3 on third down, and their average of yards to go on third down is less than 5, and they couldn't even convert. Now it's 3rd and 7. He's got a lot of time, though. He wanted to look. He's sacked. Held on to the ball. He did the Matt Ryan play. I'm going to throw. Sacked. That's my impression of Matt Ryan this year.
Drew Brees doesn't get fooled very often.
Look, this is total Matt Ryan. Hesitation, hold the ball, sack
Secondary was gonna leave a
by
ball
Snead, who got the interception earlier.
Corner comes off, they pass both guys off, and then Matthew gets over there to take it. Brees was
Boy, this is not going well. I like it.
really Kansas City just well prepared for that slot formation.
I really think the Saints' offense is easier to defend when Drew Brees is playing.
1 year back in 2012.
Taysom Hill, yeah, he was putting the ball on the ground, but he gives you an extra dimension.
No first downs.
Michael Thomas not being here doesn't help either, but
10 yards.
maybe they rush Drew back. I don't know.
Who had a punt return for a touchdown this week.
Or maybe they just outsmarted themselves by rushing Drew back by trying to make the Chiefs' game plan for Taysom Hill.
Quite the season, backing up a Super Bowl win. Yeah, the season should be jolly. You got Mahomes leading the league in passing yards. Kelsey, you said it. He could be setting a record today for a tight end in the season, but he leads the entire league as a tight end, better than any wide receiver. Hill's got his marks too. 12-1, best start in franchise history.
Now, Andy Reid, Mount Rushmore, right now, the coaches in the league, I mean, you got to put him right, especially after that Super Bowl last year, him, Belichick. But,
From the Chiefs again, it's play action, which is weird for a team not running the ball. He wants to take a shot. Ooh. Had something there up the sideline to Edwards-Helaire, but missed it.
Is the season to be jolly? Well, is there an NFL coach more suited to play the role of Santa, you think, than Andy? What do you think?
that is him.
That is.
Yeah, he is Santa.
He is.
Everyone thinks of him as a grandpa. I mean, that's what Santa is, right?
And ahead of his
Wonder what John Gruden thinks seeing this video. Kansas City celebrating winning the division last week.
That's fantastic.
Or was it 2 weeks ago? Hell, they've had it won all year. Let's be real.
2nd and 10.
All those kids out there know Andy Reid's coming over.
Mahomes, off his back foot. That's going nowhere. Is that grounding?
Kelsey kind of got tied up over on this near side.
This is really a matchup. Kelsey always wins, but you got to remember, he's got
Ooh.
Lattimore over there.
Lattimore and Kelsey, their feet got tangled up.
Corner. You see the pressure getting pushed in the pocket by Hendrickson. That was the
Mahomes is only 12 of 22.
one-on-one.
He's barely over 50% on completing balls today.
Both these teams love that usual matchup each week.
3rd and 10. This will be their 5th straight third down if they convert it. Oh, clobbered as he throws. Are they going to call that a fumble picked up by Hill? Looked incomplete to me.
Oh, good to see. Mahomes is okay because Hendrickson.
God, Mahomes took a shot,
From behind. He's talking to his left tackle, Eric Fisher.
Well, yeah, Hendrickson
and he's trying to tell Eric Fisher, please don't get me killed out here.
side of Mahomes gets
Wow.
to the edge, and Mahomes
Oh,
waiting now.
that's as hard a hit you'll see on a quarterback in today's NFL from in the pocket like that.
Andrew Wiley when he's falling down.
It was really just bad because it was a blindside hit.
Tyreek Hill, he's going to keep going. Mahomes thinks he's going to. He kind of stops. And that was dangerous right there for New Orleans. If he kept
4th
going,
down, they roll it incomplete.
Guessed right there.
Here's Townsend. This is a low punt. It will be returned by Lewis. At the 34, he's out. Winchester, the snapper, and Sherman
Well.
down there to cut off the angle after the 45-yard boot. Can the
Saints defense is trying.
They're down 14.
Old man Drew's got to fucking figure out how to complete a pass. Or do the unthinkable. Put Taysom Hill in there. Or Jameis Winston. They'd just go back to Taysom Hill. They wouldn't put Jameis in. Never thought I'd be advocating for Jameis Winston to get on the field. Because I've been one of his biggest critics since before he got drafted. Mr. 30 for 30. That's going to follow him forever, no matter. Even if he goes somewhere and does something good in the future, that's going to follow him forever. Isn't that the worst, though? Like, You get drafted by a team, and you're not considered a full-blown bust, but it's just not working out. And then you can't get a job, and you got to settle for being a backup quarterback against one of your teams, one of your former team's most hated rivals. You're the backup quarterback now. You're like their bitch. That sucks. Like, that'd be like if, man, this Matt Ryan thing ain't working out. Oh, look, he's backing up somebody in Carolina now or New Orleans now. It'd be like, oh, God. I'd die of shame for the man. The only guy that I didn't feel bad for that ended up doing that was Jim McMahon backing up the Packers, because when the Packers won the Super Bowl, Jim McMahon showed up at the White House in his Bears jersey. Hey, let's search Falcons on Twitter and see what comes up after another blown double-digit lead in the second half. We got 2 more chances to, as if we'll ever have a lead against Kansas City. But, you know, we got 2 more chances to do that. Search Falcons. What comes up? Well, Calvin Ridley had a great day. At least they can't get rid of him.
Yeah, it's been a grim start for the Saints to this point.
Maybe it'll get better. Drew Brees still hasn't completed a pass, though. And they haven't even tried to go downfield much. Here's Kamara. There you go. Gain of 7.
Out to about the 42. Well, this is what I kind of wanted to see starting the game. This was the way that the Raiders kind of scored that many points and beat the Chiefs, you know, in their only loss this year. And they ran the ball, and they had timely chunk plays down the field on play action. But you got to make them commit and get out of this, like, man coverage where they're all helping the same way that...
Here comes the throw. Will it be complete? Yes! He completed a pass. And Kamara takes it for a first down.
All the way until their 5th possession before they're able to move the chains. Alvin Kamara is just a wonder to watch. What he can do rushing and receiving. I mean, his numbers for the year only separated by 18 yards. 18 yards more rushing than receiving. And he just glides, cuts, and makes moves. And got a new contract before the start of the season. Extraordinary talent.
Oh, yeah, and his numbers go way up in Brees. You know, they went down.
Hey, there's Taysom Hill.
Brees in there, he's a huge football.
Catching a ball in the flat. Incomplete.
Incomplete, it's ruled.
Told you he likes to put it on the ground.
Making the play, Tony. This rookie is, man, what a start to this game. He's got a pick. He's got a sack. Broke up the pass right there.
Yeah, he does a great job staying disciplined backside and then timing. And it's really a drop right there by Hill trying to get his head around. Snead just being involved, getting those hands in right when you have a chance, and they can't grab it either.
Hill back to his role of doing a little bit of everything. He's been targeted twice in this game after quarterbacking them to 3 wins and the 1 loss last week at Philadelphia. 2nd and 10. That's a backwards
Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's a backwards pass, and the Chiefs recovered. No, they say incomplete. Boy, it's close. Nance thought backwards pass, so I took his word for it. That ref seemed pretty sure that it was just forward enough.
Where is he standing when he throws it? Standing at the...
Well, it's with the 48. And I'm telling you, it's close. Always the angle's going to always look like, oh, it's forward. But where that ball is, that looks forward.
Okay, just forward enough. Breeze down the field. Wide open. Emmanuel Sanders to the 3. There's the Chiefs defense for you. They let that happen entirely too often. That's one thing the Saints defense does not really do that much, but the Chiefs defense does it every fucking week. Emmanuel Sanders. Breeze lulled us to sleep with that slow start.
and just launches the ball on a go route.
But goddamn, Ray Charles could have seen how open Emmanuel Sanders was. First and goal.
Two-man route, and you're throwing it
Drew
over
Brees
the
has
top.
2 for 10. Hell, I doubt Taysom Hill's the quarterback. Brees is a wide receiver.
That's Brees splitting out wide to the left. 22 yards before that 51-yard play. There's Hill keeping it. It's got a blocker.
Touchdown. Really? I thought he scored. Okay, good. Mark it short. I'm fine. God, I'm trying to be biased when I said I wasn't going to be biased.
Yeah, but it looked from up here like he got in, didn't it? I mean, he was right at that corner.
Reverse it around.
Good job by
Why do I keep getting that mixed up?
And Hill.
That's a touchdown. I hate to say it, that's a touchdown, son. That's a touchdown, bro.
You might want to challenge this.
Yeah, that's it. That's a touchdown.
And challenge is out. Challenge flag is out.
I mean, look, a touchdown's a touchdown, and that's a touchdown.
Cornerbacks, if they go look at this, Jameis Winston was set to be the backup we know today.
Yeah.
And I'll say this, Sean Payton, I think he really likes Jameis Winston as well. I mean, obviously it's a unique situation.
Just challenging the ruling on the play that the
Touchdown, Cardinals. Larry Fitzgerald.
He's going to have Winston as the backup because you don't have to really change the offense.
Yeah, he's got great instincts. I think he wants to show people how Winston how he's playing. He's playing great. He'll get an opportunity once that.
It was obviously a touchdown when the play happened. Saints have to waste a challenge on it, though, so that's fine by me. I hope they lose. Well, they got to use this challenge, then I hope they lose their second and they don't have any left and get fucked near the end of the game on a bad call. That'd be funny. I thought I slept good last night. Why am I yawning? Can I have my $20 back because my wings didn't have any sauce on them? I've got to play Red Dead Redemption 2 before the Sunday night game because I want to keep my damn daily challenge streak alive, and I slept till 12:30 today. Didn't have time to play before football came on. God, I wish people leave me alone. Hey, can I use the military to overturn the result of a football game? Because there's about 10 of them this year I'd like them to take a look at.
Saints are challenging.
Asking for Falcons fans everywhere.
Taysom Hill scored a touchdown. Let's bring in Gene Steratore. What did you see on the replay, Gene?
Because Taysom Hill, none of his body hits in the end zone. Now the football has to either pass inside the pylon,
which it did.
Top. And I believe that he went over top, and they'll overturn this to touchdown.
Here comes Scott Novak to render the decision.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field that the runner was short of a touchdown will stand.
What?
It'll be second down, and New Orleans will be
Wow.
first time out.
I know you don't know, Gene, but what could they possibly
Okay, well, look, they've got the ball inside the one. They're going to score, but, like...
What they're obviously ruling here, Jim, is that they feel that the football did not go over top
Are they
of the
fucking
pylon
blind?
or on the field side of the pylon, inside. So they say this isn't clear and obvious enough for them to overturn.
So what he's saying, as well.
I think they're blind.
On that right there. If
But it's the
nobody
Saints, so it's funny.
touches into the end zone after you
But it's
dive,
2nd and goal from inside the 1. Taysom Hill's back in the game again. He's going to do the Cam Newton. Yep, there he goes. Touchdown. There you go. He scored that time. The Cam Newton play.
This is a great job right here, getting just a power offense with the quarterback.
Good job, Drew. Standing over there on the sideline.
Pulling guard.
Right behind Michael Burton. That's his 6th rush touchdown of the season. Go with 4 touchdown passes and 1 touchdown reception.
And on that rule, you know, when they're going over that pylon, Jim, it's the Michael Vick rule. He used to just dive out of bounds from the 5, and you could be like, well, he's not even close to the end zone, but he changed it back then.
Extra point by Lutz is good.
14-7.
He was the first quarterback taken in Drew Brees' draft. Drew was the 2nd. Patrick Mahomes was the 2nd quarterback taken in his draft.
Patrick, don't call him Pat Mahomes.
Wow.
So
Tennessee at Green Bay next week. God, I hope they show that game here so I can stream it easily.
They're both pretty good, aren't they?
Yeah, they're not bad. But talk about not bad. Look what the Saints did in 27. Mickey Loomis, Sean
Look at that blonde guy.
This is one of
Anzalone.
the
He
best
looks like Dolph
you
Ziggler.
see anywhere. And Jeff Ireland deserves credit with Mickey Loomis and Sean, obviously. This right here is set in motion because in the years, Jim, I think it was 2014, 15, and 16. That was when they were 7-9, right?
Yep.
And their offenses were really good, but their defenses were 31st, 31st, 27th. And then you see them make a concerted effort.
Well, I'm glad they've made a concerted effort to fix their defense late in Drew Brees' career when he's all washed up.
And that got you Latimer, Marcus,
Instead of taking advantage of all those 5,000-yard seasons he had when they were going 7-9 3 years in a row, you know?
You know, the interesting thing, though, Latimer is a very good corner, but they were going to have to make a decision at 11. 11 overall. Lattimore or Mahomes. And then Andy and the Chiefs jump right in front of them, make the trade. Could have been here. Touchback. And we go back down to Tracy.
Well, Jim, a great story about that 2017 draft day. Drew Brees walked into the draft room when the Saints were going to get close to picking Patrick Mahomes. He pulled over Drew Brees, and Sean Payton said to him, you know, we might be taking Mahomes. And he said to him, that's fine as long as he doesn't mind sitting on the bench and waiting.
It's a run. Wow, and it got
And he
yards.
slides out for about 7. Fans, don't forget, Christmas Day kicks off 4 consecutive days of NFL football, including a Saturday tripleheader, a full slate of games Sunday, and of course Monday night. And some happy holidays for the football faithful with 4 straight days. Vikings right here against the Saints.
I'll be watching a lot of football, I suppose.
2nd and 2.
Streaming a little here and there.
Down again. Makes a nice cut and picks up the first down. He's starting to look a little bit more like Le'Veon Bell in the Pittsburgh days that we've seen in the last few weeks, Tony, and even Andy Reid acknowledged he's picking up about how he's starting to understand his blockers.
He's fine.
Understand a sense of what they do, and he's always been that patient style running back. And that familiarity is starting to get all those hesitations and cuts, like we just saw these last 2 carries pick up a first down.
Yeah, and you know, he really also helps to bring him in, the intelligence, Edwards-Helaire, right? As the season goes on, Edwards-Helaire isn't slowing down. He brought that up, and it's like, he's not hitting that rookie wall. Sometimes it's the room you're in.
On first down.
Woo! Mahomes, get rid of it.
Tries to throw it out of bounds, never lost the line of scrimmage. What are they going to do with this?
You're going to call it a fumble or a throw?
It's got to be.
Looked like a fumble out of bounds to me.
Couldn't hear him up here. I think they're going to call it a fumble, right, Jimmy?
Yeah, that's clearly a fumble.
That's second. What, 13?
This is a sack, actually, for that Saints defense. Their second. On second and 13.
Damn, what a run. Gain of 11.
And this is where the beginning of this game mattered so much, right? At this point, Kansas City's starting to realize we can run the football, we know, but you need to feel you get them gassed a little bit, get 10 yards.
Trying to run the ball a little more, I'm assuming, because they don't want Mahomes to get killed.
Andy Reid's, very smart. He wants Mahomes to touch it as many
He's too valuable.
in a football game and control the outcome.
So keep him out of harm's way a little more often here. I wouldn't be surprised if they run on this 3rd and 2.
They have that ability in December and January.
Well, no, they're going to throw it, it looks like.
The Saints defense gave up a pair of 100-yard rushers last week.
Okay, here's a run. Never mind.
Has the first and spins it all the way down.
First down.
The Saints 48. They've gone 55 consecutive games without allowing an individual 100-yard rusher, and then last week they gave up 2, Hurts and Sanders of the Eagles. And here's what Clyde has done with the final pick in the first round. 5'7", and that balance and that ability to churn out those extra yards. Even Andy said his center of gravity, his strength, it's freakish, is what he said. First down.
And another run. I like it. And it's going somewhere.
See, this is really just the Chiefs' intelligence. Now, they get a beat on what you're doing. They start to say,
Protect your quarterback and keep your iffy defense on the sideline for as long as possible.
You see that cut? He's got that talking about his strength and ability to move. Use that lower body, but resist the urge, New Orleans. Don't come out of there and play the run. You're going to want to. Andy's waiting to see if you will, so you can play action and take a shot. But they should just keep running it.
Second and 3.
Another run. Half a yard, maybe. 3rd down. It's okay, though.
Well, and the Bills did this.
Now I come at him with something a little funky on this 3rd and short.
Ran the ball
A
over.
lot of misdirection. Something out of the shotgun, obviously.
Doing it. At least the
Could be a throw, could be a run. I didn't want to say RPO, because if I say that, Chris Collinsworth will inexplicably come in his pants somewhere if I mention the letters RPO.
12 possessions, they want to make it 7 or 8, so a tip ball really matters.
3rd and 2.
I don't like this play call. You know me, it's my least favorite play. Whoa! Great job by Lattimore. Mahomes showed a lot of patience there with that really stupid play call and waited and threw it across, but Lattimore had enough time to come knock it down. I would go for this. I would go for this.
A risky throw for most quarterbacks, but not him.
Second time today, Mahomes is throwing across his body like that. And like Romo's saying, very risky for most quarterbacks, but he gets away with it.
When I played basketball,
Yeah, sure. You were also, I gotta give it to you.
Chiefs look like they're going to go for it.
keep going. 4th and 2, Jim.
7 seconds on the play clock, though, and they're only just now getting lined up. Timeout. But, yeah, go for this. You got to go for this. I like this.
This is why the running part of it.
Now run the play I was saying you should have run
Do that so that
on the
when you
3rd
get a
down.
like that, right? Or something happens
Something
up
with a
there,
lot of
you get a
misdirection,
chance to get off the
RPO,
field.
whatever.
Or make them kick a field goal. But don't give up the big play.
Coming up, the Verizon.
They'll probably take a fucking shot knowing Kansas City.
Coming up on the Verizon halftime report. How about the
They'll have somebody going deep, but primarily I'd just be looking to move the chains.
on the Rams? 13-3.
Well, you called it. You said they'd be up 13-3. Well, right here, this is where New Orleans lays it on the line. Mahomes says, "Don't call timeout. I got it. I wanted to see."
Mahomes swears they shouldn't have called that timeout.
This is where New Orleans should be aggressive. Get out of that.
Same formation again. This time they're rolling Watkins over to the left. Hill and Watkins are down on the left. Kelsey going over the middle. Here comes the rush from Jordan. Ball's up in the air. Whoa! What a way to get a first down, just like they drew it up.
33. If it's a fumble, it's perfectly legal. If it's a pass, it's coming back.
I think that's a fumble. That's a fumble recovered by Kansas City and run for a first down. They need to get this right.
Make it stand.
Rolling on the field as the quarterback threw the forward pass.
No, he didn't. It's a
Legal
fumble.
touching. Offense number 61. He was ineligible. That was first to touch.
Okay, maybe it was incomplete. Never mind.
Fourth down.
Wisniewski was trying to say it was deflected. I was off somebody else's fingertips, but there it is.
Ah.
A jump shot.
Damn.
By Mahomes. Picked up by Wisniewski.
Well, that's not how you draw it up, but if that was in New England, somehow that lineman would have been eligible, wouldn't he?
But if they would have called it a fumble, I know the lineman on a fumble can pick it up, but what if it's in the air? Jim, what do you think?
Well, and I think
Well, the good news is for Kansas City, they don't turn it over on downs. They can just punt the ball now. So it wasn't worst case scenario.
But he could not advance it. So if the fumble recovery occurs in advance of the spot of the fumble, would return back to the spot of the fumble.
Okay, great point. Fourth down.
So that could have been worse for Kansas City. No harm, no foul. Just punt the ball away.
So the Saints find themselves in a 14-point hole awfully early. You know, one of the themes of this crazy season, I haven't seen a jump shot form like that since Keith Smart in this building in 1987.
Well, wouldn't you decline? Look, here's the thing. The penalty, I get it, but they can't advance it, can they? Didn't Gene say they can't advance that ball?
On a fumble.
On a fourth down.
Fourth down.
On a fumble. So if it's a pass, I got you. You have to, right?
But in this wild and wacky year, and hats off to everybody.
Sean Payton still talking to the ref about what the fuck happened here and what they can do.
March on now. Here we are, week 15. So many people said
Because if they call it a fumble and it goes back to the spot of the fumble, you decline the penalty and just take over on downs, and Kansas City can't punt the ball away, and you get good field position here. So I think that's what they're talking about right now.
Most recently, the Bucks earlier today against the Falcons 40 times.
Yeah, it is.
It's going to be a record season for that.
It is.
Double-digit comebacks.
Well, the Falcons have sure done their part to help out those numbers, Jim and Tony.
We're missing, and they're all going through it right now. See, they're all talking about the same stuff we are. Now, hold on. They can advance it, but they can't advance it. If it's a fumble, you can't advance it. But if it's a pass, you can. So do you want to go ahead and say, I know they ruled it a pass, but could you challenge it and say... Hey,
The Jets are up by 10, and they're second and goal at the Rams 5 right now.
Yeah, guys,
Drink it in,
Coach
man.
Payton, I believe, is asking right now is if he challenges this and they find out after review this is a fumble, it'll be returned back to the spot of the fumble.
And turnover on
Kansas City will
downs.
lose the ball on downs. New Orleans will get the ball. They will then
Boy, this is a long, convoluted...
forward pass that didn't occur because it was actually a fumble and not a pass.
They have 2 timeouts remaining.
And the reason you do it is for field position, right? You get the ball right here at the 43-yard line.
The Eagles and Cardinals are in a bit of a shootout. It's the first half, and it's 26-20.
Well, because they don't think they can win it, probably, right? But it was close. You could argue that was really close to a fumble.
Well, they're just going to have the Chiefs punt the ball. Never mind.
That is a good one. Because it did appear that he was trying to move the ball forward to
That cost the Saints about 30 yards of field position there.
Put that on his hand before he was able to make that throw. Nonetheless, Saints take over inside their own 10.
And I'm fucking thirsty. I'll be right back. We'll be back. Mountain Dew Zero Sugar. Doesn't have me running to the bathroom every 10 minutes like the Dr. Pepper was. I've slept peacefully 3 nights in a row since I haven't had Dr. Pepper in the house. That is not a coincidence. Come on, we all know the Jets are going to blow it in the second half, right? We know this.
Here is the game snapshot presented by Progressive Insurance. First touchdown went to T. Hill from Mahomes. Then the little flip. Very cool play to Kelsey for a touchdown. Then the Saints T. Hill. Taysom Hill scored as they found themselves with a 14-0 hole, but Brees completing that 51-yard throw to Sanders to set up that score. And here they are trying to do a little something.
Time of possession is really lopsided, though. So Saints defense is impressive to do what they've done so far. Here's Kamara, first down.
And able to burst for 11.
It's a good check by Breeze. You'll see Gay Jr. on the backside try and come in, and Chris Jones taking on the double team. And he's outstanding. But Breeze with that quick count, you see Gay Jr. 50 right there coming in. He's late because Breeze is so quick with this cadence. They get teams all the time on how fast they get up and snap this ball.
Here comes Latavius Murray. And Snead is one of those in on the play again.
Oh, yeah, Dr. Pepper sponsoring the 23 car this year. Good call, Jeff. 20-3 New York Jets. How will they blow it? How will they blow it? I'm sure they will.
And all of a sudden you look up here and it's like, whoa, yeah, Rollins has a chance to go tie this.
And there's a couple of good games going on right now. The Cardinals and Eagles game is pretty cool.
How many minutes back?
But come on. Chiefs and Saints or Cardinals Eagles. You're going to stream Chiefs and Saints every time.
Sure, you were not going to be able to pull that.
Kamara goes in motion wide. They fake it
Fakes the
again.
screen to Kamara. It's a screen the other way. Flag.
Breeze got hit after he threw it by Chris Jones.
I wish the Jets would win out, but even still, they'd still have a higher pick than the Falcons.
Screen pass. The lineman for the Saints.
Holding. Offense. Number 51. 10-yard penalty. Second down.
Ruiz.
Thinking about the future
We've
here,
got another
folks.
update. Nate Burleson has it for us in New York.
How about those Jets? 4th and goal, Frank Gore with
Hey, Jets or Jags. No, Bengals. I'll trade you Julio Jones and a second-round pick to move up to your spot, which I'd rather trade with the Jags because I'll probably have a higher pick than the Bengals. Yeah, I'll give you Julio in a second if you let me move up.
Season without one, you're gonna have that first pick.
Come on.
Keep on script.
Only the true.
And the Saints just put themselves on a 3rd and 12 with that really weak play call there.
These guys, they're playing to win.
Trevor Lawrence watching that game with great interest.
Did Frank Clark just headbutt somebody?
This was the penalty on the previous play. Ruiz with a hook and hold on Sorensen. And this was the hit after the throw.
Woohoo! Breeze took a shot.
That's a screen pass, so you're letting them come through.
Didn't phase him none.
But you'll see player down right here for the Saints.
Well, this game's just crawling by with all these damn stoppages we've had. Motherfuckers, I gotta get some daily challenges done in Red Dead before the Sunday Night Football game comes on. Fuckers. I got work tomorrow. Barring disaster, which seems to happen every other day now. Gotta go back and work and feel better about that $20 I spent on them fucking wings, dude. Like, would have been one thing if they were utterly fucking delicious like they were Monday, but they weren't that great. Why'd you start Rams defense today? I don't know, bro. Well, I mean, dude, it seemed like a sure thing to me, Robert. Come on. It's the Rams versus the Jets. Maybe they'll get a shit ton of turnovers in the second half. You need sacks and turnovers. And for Jared Goff to not put your defense in bad spots, which is asking for a lot these days. I wouldn't be surprised if Atlanta took a QB in the first round, because a new head coach is probably going to want to do something like that. Because as good as Matt Ryan may still be most of the time, he's been in the league since 2008. His arm has never been that strong. He's a very accurate thrower, good touch on the ball, just not strong. There was a couple of plays today I saw where I'm like, God, that's just his arm letting us down, because there was a wide open touchdown at the end of the first half against Tampa, and he made the right decision. He rolled to his left, or to his right, threw it to the end zone, but because he's not got that strong of an arm, that ball just hung there, and the DB closed at the perfect time to knock it out of Russell Gage's hands. And I was like, damn it. And I was like, fuck, that's just his arm. So, a new coach is probably going to want to draft somebody. Not saying they'll start next year. Matt Ryan's going to be back next year. He'll be starting for the Falcons again. But will they draft a QB in the first round? Wouldn't surprise me. Matt Ryan is not the problem, but like I said, over 13 years in the league, and he's not getting any younger.
Andrews Pete is going to go.
But a lot of potential head coaching candidates are going to do the same thing that everybody else has been doing. They're going to look at the Falcons roster and be like, I can win with this. I can win with this. I can do a better job than Dan Quinn did with this. Because the roster's good. I just think fundamentally it's broken. Ooh, incomplete. Fourth down.
Huge. Boy, because you know Kansas City could double up. They get it in the second half, and they got a chance right here. That was a monster drive, and it all started with this, which I think might have been a fumble, Jim. See that ball, how it goes out as it before.
I was saying that Mahomes' play on fourth down was a fumble all the way.
Now, this is the thing. You think it's a fumble, but if you're Sean Payton, you'd have gotten those yards. But if you take a challenge there, even if you win, you're out of challenges, because you got one in both. So theoretically, he just didn't want to give up his last challenge.
There's a flag down.
And a flag down. Morstead punt. They're caught by Hardman.
Good punt.
37.
And those are the hardest decisions, right? You're like, okay, I know we're going to be out. Even if I win this, it's 30 yards. Is it worth me not having
to go the rest of the way in a crucial game
and not having that in the second half? And yet it is huge. It's field position, and possibly wouldn't have given Casey the ball back. But those are the decisions that head coaches have to make.
But you could have challenged it and not won the challenge. Cost you another timeout, and it would have been all wasted effort anyway. But Kansas City is going to have the football. Let's see.
By the way, New Orleans gets the ball second half. So I was wrong on the double up.
Pay attention, Tony. Goddamn. And another long stoppage to discuss a fucking penalty for 20 minutes. This game's not going to end till 11 o'clock tonight.
The 45-yard punt by Morstead.
There are fouls against both teams on the play. Holding, kicking team number 49. During the kick, holding, receiving team number 38. Fouls offset. Replay fourth down.
By the way, tonight on 60 Minutes, what does the Pfizer vaccine mean for the pandemic? 60 Minutes talks to the team's key players to find out. That's tonight on CBS. So the Saints have to boot it again.
I know someone that got a COVID vaccine. I have a friend in Kansas that works at a hospital. She got it. She got the vaccine yesterday. And I'm like, well, that's fucking exciting.
They're number one in the league.
Can we please get back to normal now?
Return coverage.
Please?
Number two, kickoff return coverage. This will test if he gets a chance, but he's not. He's out of bounds.
Well, it worked out better for the Saints. They gained like 8 yards of field position back.
They spotted around the 31. No, they're going to actually put it at 36.
Okay, well, they gained 2 yards of field position back. Way to go.
47-yard punt. .305 to go and a 14-7 Kansas City lead.
Ooh, nice run here. Didn't look like much at first. Got 6 out of it.
For a gain of about 6.
That's so huge because every time you do this, you stay committed to it. You feel comfortable getting 6 to 8, and we see the leg drive here. You talked about those strong legs. Go ahead and use them right here. I mean, that's kind of party. Oh, all those squats that Jim Nance was doing, just like Edwards Hilaire.
Screen to Hill. Malcolm Jenkins stumbled, but they keep the play strung out enough to get Hill out of bounds before he does any real damage.
Break their ankles trying to slow him down, and finally is stopped after a gain of about 2. Malcolm Jenkins, one of those that was able to close in on him.
I mean, how fast we got? It's like, how do you not double team a guy whose Twitter handle is Cheetah? It's like, you know he's already going to beat you with speed.
Well, it's like that run he had last week we saw down in Miami, 32-yard run, going down the sideline.
Give me the goddamn vaccine tomorrow, please.
And then he suddenly just, boom,
I'm going to go live my life
And you see when he
if I get that fucking vaccine.
at the 2-minute warning, he's coming out to run long, Jim.
You're watching the NFL on CBS, home of Super Bowl 55.
Oh, yeah, I wanted to scroll through more of Twitter. Falcons aren't getting roasted nearly enough, but then again, I just think people don't care anymore. Here you go. That's beautiful. Hold on, I gotta save this image. Look at that. Look at it. Fuck off, McAfee. It's a picture from Twitter. It's safe. Look at it. And I feel like they're leaving some out, honestly. Oh, man. That's crazy when you look at that. That San Diego one is one that everybody forgets about. They actually had a 17-point lead against San Diego. We lost to the team that lost to the Browns, but then we went to the Super Bowl the same year. So the 1-15 Browns beat the Chargers, who beat the Falcons, who went to the Super Bowl that season. That's the forgotten Dan Quinn blown lead. Now, the Miami one's really embarrassing. That was the fucking Jay Cutler and a bunch of nobodies. But what are you going to do? We're going to get a good draft pick now. I know that much. Ain't no way we're beating Kansas City, and ain't no way we're beating Tampa the second time. We're going to get a good draft pick. And I'm here for it. Only 2 more Sundays to go. And then my football existence is Falcon free. 3rd and 2. It's a first down. Nice run.
And so this was a shot play. They come out. They're going to run. Andy Reid says, good job to the quarterback, because Mahomes went up, saw it, he goes, we can run this. They're still deep.
Mahomes is sacked.
Drop him for the third time in this game.
Third sack of the day, and they're getting pressure a lot. That's why they have to stay running the ball.
Well, he's just dominating on this left side. Hendrickson ISO here gets his hands in on.
They're doing the right thing by trying to run more, for sure. Because I don't want to see any more Mahomes going down.
You walk out there, you're like, wow.
Although that would certainly make the AFC a lot more interesting. NFL said you can't use shields. Well, that's fucking dumb. That's infinitely less comfortable when you have to wear a big fucking mask with cloth over your face. Although, at least they don't have to wear a mask for like 9 hours. I did that once, and it was hell. I had a sore throat at the end of the day. When I worked at that store, 9.5 hours straight, mask on, and I had a sore throat afterwards. I was like, damn, dude, I never want to wear a mask this long ever again. That's why I never go out. I wear my mask and take it with me everywhere, but that's why I try to not go out too much.
They've hurried his throws 15 of those 29 times and decked them 3 times. Brees would love to have a chance to double up. Can his defense do that? Can he get the ball back and do something before the half? Then get the kick to start the third.
2nd and 12.
All of these different possibilities. This will have a lot to do with it.
Oh, God, Mahomes, man.
Mahomes as he threw it, and again it was hit.
That time he stood in the pocket too long. He needed to roll out.
Forced the incompletion.
And it's an outstanding job by.
Well, they got a little finger pointing going on with Wiley.
Well, you'll see the great job of communication. Hendrickson again pushing in, but the right side, the pressure on the edge, coming all the way around by Alexander, moved him back into it. And you see the energy getting lifted right here. This is huge right here.
Run a draw here and make the Saints blow the timeout.
This is the play where you guys
Or, what, just get a completion, make them burn the damn timeout.
They never surprise you on these kinds of
More pressure on Mahomes. He takes the shot. Oh, it was there. And he overthrew McCole Hardman, who took a massive hit from Marcus Williams. That was just a miss by Mahomes. And it put Hardman in a bad spot. Mahomes is asking for a fucking personal foul.
It's unbelievable. 3rd and 12. You actually think they're going to throw it for 30 yards downfield, and that hit right there.
It was actually under the shoulder, I think.
Yeah, it was as clean as you could get for a hit like that. No flag. I like the no call. Now, because it's the Saints, I would have loved to have seen a call made there. But that was just a miss by Mahomes. Running for his life again. Stepping up in the pocket.
A good slow-mo look at it. Never really touched the head, I don't believe.
He's playing great football. Marcus Williams, utility guy, does everything for them.
Townsend's punt. Caught by Tommy Lee Lewis.
Saints have 1:16 and a timeout starting from the 14.
One timeout for New Orleans. Now let's go back down to Tracy. We do have a flag, so hold on a minute first. With the Saints 45 is the flag.
Getting a little chippy out here. 2 big-time football teams.
After the play was over, personal foul, unnecessary roughness on the receiving team, number 96.
Saints will start from the 7.
Distance to the goal. First down.
Anderson called for that.
Now 96.
On Armani Watts.
Blocking right here.
That's a block.
And there's the penalty.
Yeah. So Breeze and the Saints back up to the 7.
For the Chiefs, you got to be really disappointed with how this half has gone. You should have been running away with this game. For as bad as the Saints' offense has been, the Chiefs should be running away with this, and they're not. Screen with a head of steam. Damn, son. 22 yards right there.
Out to the 28. Eric McCoy threw a big block on that play.
I mean, an outstanding job to screen, but that was a huge play.
The Chiefs give up too many big plays too easily.
I think Kansas City would have taken a timeout. Now they got to be on their heels.
Pass.
Jared Cook. And he gets out of bounds.
talk about rhetoric about the Chiefs being the best in the last 2 minutes. The Saints are actually the highest scoring team in the last 2 minutes of the first half with 72 points.
Well, this was a shocking spot right here. You thought he'd be out of bounds, but when the momentum goes backward, they keep the clock running.
Well, they kept the clock running. I thought he got out of bounds.
Throws down the middle.
Oh, tried to throw an interception.
Balls at the feet of Thornhill with that incompletion. Let's check in with Trace.
Well, Jim, the Saints already without right guard Nick Easton. As we know, he's inactive with a concussion, and now their left guard, Andrews Peak, is in the locker room with a right ankle injury. No official word yet from the Saints. We'll get something at halftime.
And they actually activated Will Clapp to give a little reinforcement on that offensive line, and he's already seen some
Hey, Saints, you see that team you're going against? They know what it's like to get to a Super Bowl. 3rd and 4. Incomplete. A lot of contact with Breeland and Johnson, but no flag. Good no call. 4th down. We'll go to the half now. Saints will punt it, and the Chiefs will take it. Yeah, this game's getting a little out of hand between the plays. Maybe everybody will cool off at halftime.
Undrafted free agent who was brought up this week. Again, they're thin it wide out without Thomas and without Harris. Morstead. That punt scooped up by Robinson.
Don't go backwards, you fool. Oh, he fumbled. Touchdown, Saints. Nope, safety. It's a safety. It's a Oh. Never mind, touchback. Damn, son. First of all, what the fuck was he doing running backwards? Just take the fucking ball and end the half. And it's a touchback. Okay, it is a safety. Safety. Okay, that makes sense. I was saying safety. They said touchback at first. Did he just say they're impotents? Well, yeah, 2 points is less than 7, so you'd much rather get the touchdown. Because there's only 3 seconds to go in the half. Now the Saints are going to lose by 5. Calling it. I was saying safety. I'm confused here. My initial reaction was safety. The ref said touchback, then they overrule and say safety. I'll say safety because they possessed the ball and then fumbled it. They didn't call for a fair catch, possessed the ball, fumbled it, went out of the end zone. It's a safety.
Well, he was talking about the football exiting the field through the back of the end line, which makes that a safety. We just have a fumble in the field of play back through your own end zone, unpossessed by the opponent, which would have made it a touchdown, as Jim said. Now because the ball just exit through the end.
Horrible decision there.
With 3 seconds to go, they got the free kick coming up. We could have the free kick off of a fair catch. This is something you see once every 50 years in the league. This one coming up, right?
Yes.
Yeah, still.
Yes, Jim, if they signal for fair catch,
Still in the back pages of the rule book. You never
So the Saints didn't get 3 to end the half, and they didn't get the 7 they probably should have got there, but they get 2. Little consolation prize.
Free kick for a field goal to close out the half.
I think you might have something here, Jim. That could be pretty good.
Saints are going to return it instead.
Zeros on the clock. What? Oh, man. Damn, he got pushed out of bounds, but for a second I was like, are you serious?
Yeah, and that one was
Okay.
huge, but I mean,
That's the end of the first half for you.
gosh, we had a touchdown.
Kansas City 14, New Orleans 9.
To go get it.
New Orleans gets the ball to start the second half.
For a Chiefs fan for a second.
Yeah. Boy, Anzalone, you could see still carrying that disappointment as he was walking to the locker room.
Because Dolph Ziggler couldn't recover the touchdown.
Stuff in that first half right there.
How about in the last 2 minutes?
I mean, I'm even like, what, is that a fumble? The 2 points, it's obvious, but it's so much stuff happening here. It's the second half coming forward, Jim.
Halftime is next after these first half highlights from Verizon and a word from your local station.
This holiday, get the phones everyone wants.
Well,
5G America's been waiting for.
They're not going to be at commercial very long. I'm going to go to the
5G
bathroom
phones on us when
and
you
try to
buy
comprehend what we
and
just saw.
$500 when you switch. Plus, select unlimited plans include Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Plus.
100% obsessed with The Mandalorian.
I watch a lot of sports.
And has all my favorite shows.
And right now, the gaming the whole family will love is also on us.
Like a gift on top of another gift. Gifts keep coming at you.
Everywhere.
This is 5G from America's most reliable network.
Be Positive, Thursday on CBS, or watch on demand or stream anytime.
New phone?
Yep, I got a new one when I switched over to Spectrum Mobile. They're faster overall and more reliable.
They all say that. It's just jibber jabber.
Jibber jabber?
Yeah, you know, balderdash.
Louie,
What? Did you sense any flapdoodle?
what is flapdoodle?
I think it's like hemming and hawing.
With a little bit of hogwash.
No, they're just faster and more reliable.
Okie dokie. No fun plan.
Spectrum Mobile gives you the fastest overall speeds and the most reliable service coast to coast. It's a better way to mobile. Spectrum Mobile.
We're going to find the perfect tree.
We're going skating. We're going to Nana's.
Wherever you go this holiday, Chevy can help you get there.
Which is why we're making our Chevy employee discount available to everyone.
The Chevy price you pay is what we pay.
Not a cent more.
So wherever you go, happy holidays from Chevy.
Use the Chevy employee discount for everyone to get over $5,200 below MSRP on this tracks. See your Carolina Chevy dealer.
Let's get to it, America.
Okay.
Because
Sorry, I had to listen to the commercials. I usually mute commercials, but I thought they were coming right back. So I left it unmuted, went to the bathroom. I'm here now. One moment, please. I gotta straighten somebody out right now. Hold on. Oh, it's the weather right now on my local news. What's the Christmas day? It's supposed to snow here this week. And god damn it, why can't it be like 20 degrees all day tomorrow so I don't have to go to work till noon so I can stay up late? I want to work. I just would like to stay up late. Like that's what I like to do. You know, when they signal touchback, I'm like, the fuck they talking about touchback? I'm like, that's a safety, son. It's like that time that the Lions played the Seahawks on a Monday night game. Jeff, this is for you. And Calvin Johnson got popped, and the ball came out into the end zone. And was it Cam Chancellor that knocked it out of bounds on purpose? And I'm like, you can't. And when that happened, I said, you can't do that. And they come in and just say, oh, no, touchback, Seahawks take over. I was like, you can't do that. I was like, that's bullshit. You cannot do that. And then 10 minutes after the game, oh, apparently you can't bat a fumble on purpose. Wow, what a revelation. I'm like, dude, I knew you couldn't bat a fucking fumble on purpose. They were like in awe on ESPN, and I go, wow, I didn't know you couldn't do that. I'm like, I knew you couldn't do that. I knew the Seahawks fucking got away with it. That it was bullshit. I pay attention. I usually know the rules. It's just that whole not being able to advance a fumble inside the last 2 minutes thing that always catches me by surprise.
Hey, Boom, take us through the playoff picture.
All right, over in the AFC, even if Kansas City loses this game, they'll retain the #1 seed. Tennessee stays at #4 by virtue of their win. And Cleveland beats the Giants tonight. They will leapfrog the Indianapolis.
The Dolphins winning today the Dolphins and Ravens winning today puts a lot of pressure on Cleveland tonight and for the next 2 weeks. Cleveland is not a sure thing for the playoffs, man. They're not. They've lost to the Ravens twice, and the Dolphins and Colts keep winning.
Okay, how about Patrick Mahomes? He had 13 pressures already in the first half. He was pressured 13 times last week in the entire game against Miami. He's been sacked 3 times. Look at all the creativity that Eric Bieniemy and Andy Reid and Mike Kafka all come up with. You can see all the different movements here. Now watch Patrick Mahomes. Do you want to talk about poise? Roll to your right. Stop. Step up. Right inside the defensive lineman. Throw the ball down the field and find Sammy Watkins. How about this play? Quick snap. Let's push it out to Travis Kelce. Easy touchdown pass. Patrick Mahomes, 13 to 27, under 50% completion, 121 yards, 2 TDs.
Great call. Fuck you, Jeff. Between the Fail Mary and that batted ball out of the back of the end zone, you guys have sure gotten away with some shit on Monday nights before.
As he gets some time, as he gets into a rhythm, he's going to hit Emmanuel Sanders right there with his 50-from-1-yard bomb right there. Takes it down and leads a score. You can see in the first half the comparison. Mahomes played his way, but it's been Breeze has had a tough first half.
I heard Bill Cowher might coach the Jets, but I'm sure that's just a rumor.
The story to me, the first half, here's one thing. DeMarcus Robinson trying to return this punt inside his own 50.
Poor Bill Cowher, just stay retired. If the Jets was the only job he'd consider, just stay retired, bro.
I'm not second guessing. But the other thing is the Kansas City defensive line. It is playing great, stopping the run, pressuring Drew Brees, and the coverage is tight down the field. They're not giving those easy throws. You don't see the screen. So Kansas City's defense, they have come to this game, and they're so far beating that New Orleans offensive line.
And I feel your point is well taken. I think when you look at this wide receiver corps from Kansas City, they try to outdo each other. Nicole Hardman had the punt return last week. DeMarcus Robinson comes in. He thinks I can do the same thing. So their competitive spirit within them actually got them in trouble in this one particular play.
Yeah, shout out to Trey Hendrickson, who's balling out. And fans, don't forget Christmas Day kicks off 4 straight days of NFL football, including a Saturday tripleheader, full slate of games Sunday, and of course, Monday night. Happy holidays indeed. The Verizon Halftime Report continues.
CBS Sports presents the Verizon Halftime Report. This holiday, get the 5G America's been waiting for. Only from Verizon.
He said that. He said,
Shut up. Jeff here is a fan of the team that's from the area where it rains all the fucking time. Allegedly. Where for 5 years there was rarely a flag in the secondary and where it rains a lot. I hope the Saints lose by 5 now and get fucked by a challenge that they don't have late in the game. Oh, I laughed my ass off. Honestly, the Falcons are so bad, I almost can't even be bothered with the Saints hate anymore. Well, for this year anyway.
It's halftime in New Orleans, and we're back with the second half. After this message and a word from your local station, you're watching the NFL on CBS.
Who has the best music? Sunday Night Football on NBC. I'm not talking about Carrie Underwood. I'm talking about that music. CBS or Fox? Who's got the best NFL music? I think I like CBS. I feel like the Fox music's been played too much because they started using it on baseball and NASCAR for a while. The CBS music for the NFL is pretty sweet. Sunday Night Football is nice. I think the CBS music's the best. The Seahawks had to make it interesting. And anybody who has Dwayne Haskins throw the ball 55 times in one game is probably not going to come out on the winning side. So let's just say it is what it is. But if the Giants lose to the Browns tonight, you are still in first place. No harm, no foul. We move on. 2 games to go. And we'll find out just who the fuck the NFC East division winner is going to lose to in the first round of the playoffs. Excuse me. Oh, Romo's talking.
The city, but the Saints
well, Nance is talking.
9. And what do you see for the second half here, Tony?
I see actually a very close game. I do think that the Chiefs always figure everybody out. There's not a whole lot of options to figure out here. They do have Patrick Mahomes and his magic and basically Kelsey and Hill. They're going to be able to create big plays. It's just impossible to stop them. But I don't see how the Saints offense can do much worse.
Yeah.
Really, I mean, they had one big play and everything else was very difficult.
You saw the quarterback comparison. Both quarterbacks under 50%. No one would have guessed that.
No, and I mean, it's hard to fathom that both these defenses would be playing this well. Now, Mahomes is under 50%, but still has 2 touchdowns. And, that turnover hurt early, gave Kansas City a short field.
Look at this stat, by the way. 57th consecutive game as regular and post where the Chiefs have held a lead at some point during those games.
Oh, from what I was watching, Washington defense was doing a phenomenal job in the second half. They're a second half team, that's for damn sure. And that's when Seattle likes to make their games interesting. So it was a match made in heaven. Breeze taking a shot. Big gain, 25 yards on the first play.
As Smith has the catch, the penalty flag is down.
There's a flag.
Roughing the passer on the defense, number 9.
Ooh, and a roughing call. God, the Saints are at the Kansas City 35 already. They called roughing on Chris Jones. Fuck. What do you think?
Yeah, and you'll see Jones get in there and then
Oh, give me a goddamn break. That's not roughing.
But this is what we said early in the game. They didn't get to it.
Breeze flopped and really sold it.
Run the ball. This is what the Raiders did. Run the ball, take play action, and throw the ball down the field. And basically, it can be that simple. Make these guys have to defend both. Because in the drop back game, it's really hard to decipher what they're at.
Murray's in the backfield. They give it to him.
Oh, the Chiefs were all over that one.
Flags out after a loss of 4. Matthew with the tackle.
Implications. Rick Allen just woke up and said, "What?" See, they put Rick Allen in cryostasis during the NASCAR offseason until NBC comes back on the air in the summertime. And Rick Allen just woke up in his cryogenic sleep and said, "What?"
And he said, offensively, they just haven't been able to do what they wanted to do. The number that stuck out to him, 1 for 7 on third down. He said, we need to be better there. One other note, Traquan Smith, the wide receiver, came limping off just a minute ago. Something to watch as we know they are thin at that position, Jim.
You're not kidding. Saints, with a win, we win the division. They've taken the NFC South. The last 3 years could make it 4. With a victory today, and Brees, who was looking to go really
Pass interference. Snead pretty much tackled Taysom Hill from the looks of it.
Yeah, this would be on Snead. He was grabbing Hill at the end there, trying to get back, and great job. Play action.
Do the Giants have a chance with Colt McCoy? Well, Jeff, what do you think? Do you think the Giants have a chance to win with Colt McCoy? What do you think, Jeff?
A 15-yard roughing the passer, and now a 19-yard penalty. And just like that, 49 seconds into the third quarter, the Saints are at the 20.
Well, and this is like Sean Payton's right up there with anybody offensively. Andy Reid as well. You can only hold these guys down for so long. They're going to eventually figure out what you're in, and they have the quarterbacks who get to go out there and execute it.
Rushing 3.
Oh. Oh, triple coverage. Should have been intercepted. That was triple coverage. Brees was really confident there. They call the hold on New Orleans.
Tyrann Mathieu, in fact, his first career interception came at the hands of Drew.
If you had Alex Smith today, you would have definitely had a better chance to win.
All the way on the other side of the field and comes back and really could have had that ball. Ooh.
Would have been his 5th in the last 4 games. Here's the penalty on Armstead. Put Frank Clark down.
It did, but I also think, Frank was kind of getting. Armstead's huge. He can kind of just throw it in. It looks that way, but that's getting called every time. You can't go around the neck like that. Good call.
First and 20.
Damn, Kamara hit that hole running.
For 6. Right behind Ramczyk. Kamara now 8 carries, 44 yards.
Well, that's what we thought coming in. Run the ball, and then play action, take shots. Can't play a nickel and dime game against this defense. They're really good at making it difficult. I know New Orleans usually can when you have a big guy like Thomas and full weapons, but no, this has to be more about shot games.
2nd and 13.
Brees has all the time in the world. This is going somewhere. It's a screen to Murray. Touchdown. Wow. Could have had a picnic in that pocket. And somehow they just throw a screen and it still goes for a touchdown. Saints take the lead. Go for 2. Go for 2. Unfortunately.
He's got Hitchens, and then he squirts out and Brees with the great instincts and vision. Everyone else was covered, Jim, and he turns on the Jets, and you see the block right there at the end by Tommy Lee Lewis to spring him free. Did he get in?
Well, did the ball hit the pylon?
I mean, shocking. Started third quarter in the Saints.
Either way, it's going to be 1st and goal New Orleans if they don't rule it. Okay, they ruled a touchdown. They're going for 2.
Remember, they didn't even pick up a first down in this game until their 5th series of the game. Kamara, the running back. 2-point attempt.
Looking in the flat to Kamara or Taysom Hill. Nobody's there. Nobody's there. Incomplete. It's no good. 15-14. I wonder if my phone realizes this, but the word roses is a word. I love when I type in a perfectly legit word. My phone's like, no, do you mean this? Well, I'm sure not recovering that touchdown at the end of the first half and failing that 2-point conversion will not come back to haunt the New Orleans Saints in any way. If this was a Falcons game, I'd already be going, oh boy. I'd be like, yep, that's going to come back to haunt us. Every little fucking thing we do wrong comes back to get us. Hey. The Seahawks play trash in any given quarter. However, they're so spectacularly talented on offense, you never really know what you're going to get. It's the old box of chocolates thing that Forrest Gump was talking about. Colt McCoy's a proven winner. Yeah, in this year, I guess. And against the Cowboys for Washington on a Monday night game a few years ago. I remember any time the Cowboys lose an embarrassing game they probably shouldn't have lost.
This opened at 75. The first ever game was Paul Brown.
God damn, Archie Manning played 12 seasons in New Orleans. Bless his fucking heart, dude. 12 seasons in New Orleans back in those days.
chance, and obviously the man
15-14 New Orleans. Kansas City, run the ball. Take your shots when you need to, but balance and keep Mahomes from getting murdered back there.
The only way I saw Kansas City coming out of this, honestly, Mahomes magic. He's got to run around and make some incredible plays that really only he can do sometimes, and that right there shows it. He's going to have to do some of that in this game, Jim.
And he pitches it.
Woo! Big gain.
Enough room to slip past.
Got up that sideline.
And peels off his longest run of the game for 16. Now 7 for 54.
It's a great design coming out half. You know what they're going to be in. You know, it's not a surprise, right? They're saying we are literally going to run this over and over again. And it's not about, as you see a tiptoe sideline. One play, it's like, nope. You're going to have to do it over and over. Big plays and run the football.
On first down.
Kelsey wide open. First down.
13. This is a great job. This is that high intellect. It's just a rub route. It's kind of like a pick. But just watch. Kelsey's going to motion. And all he's going to do on this side of your screen is go and follow right behind Watkins and say in or out. He just chooses wherever. Now, I can tell you right now, they're going to start to wear this up, Jim. They just figured out. That extra guy down in there, he's not in there. You give option routes.
Kelsey's first catch since the first snap of the second quarter. Edwards and Lair again going on that left side, and he's pulled down.
Not much there.
Alexander.
And they're behind me right there.
Lived in New Orleans, lives in Louisiana, actually, I should say, until the age of 10. Then family settled out in California, routed up to Colorado, star running back in the day before going to the league as a back for the Chargers. Here's
Getting the ball out quick, I see. Hey, it's the idiot that fumbled and gave up a safety. Third down.
And that's only a pickup of 4. Third down coming up.
Damn it, I can't stop dropping my headset.
Here we go. These are the plays right here. Why you just say, hey, run the ball. Because now you got a chance to be aggressive, and the enemy knows. Andy Reid knows.
I imagine Archie Manning was drunk most of those 12 years. He had to have been to survive.
Maybe bring him back
Playing for the Saints in those days. Third and 5. 3-man rush, Tom. Or do you? Just enough to get it to Watkins.
Bought enough time to find someone open, and Lattimore slings him down out of bounds.
And they use Kelsey in a thick route. We just talked about it on the right side. They're going to get people open. What a touch little throw by Mahomes. Watkins fighting through.
Pickup of 20.
Yeah, but once they figure out a little bit what you're doing, they're going to wear it out, Jim. They're going to run the ball and keep stacking these receivers, motioning them right down.
Yeah, the most dominant third-quarter team in the league this year. Driving on his first series of the third.
Hardman wide open. First down, I think.
Right on the first down marker.
This is really a great job.
Just short, they say. Hey, look, the Rams are only down by 6 now. Told you the Jets would probably blow it. Keep the tank alive, New York Jets.
So get that, just bring somebody else over there. They're one-on-one. And here comes Hardman on that play. Wide open.
Well, that's a lot to try to defend. 2nd and 1.
Le'Veon Bell, first and goal.
Sets up a goal-to-go situation. Brees has never looked up this entire drive.
Well, right there, you're studying all the defenses from the whole game. So he's looking down, he's going through each play. You get basically snapshots before the snap what they're in, and then during it, just there's not video, it's just a snapshot as a picture. And he's trying to study how he can see it the same way and know the difference post and pre-snap.
From the 9, it's Bell. Spot on at the
Decent little run.
So it's like you're trying to get a tip from one guy who gives away the defense, right? His manner, this guy was standing too far outside. Oh, that means they run this coverage. And he's great at figuring out some of that small detail.
So what he wanted to see, now he's going to try to urge on that defense.
The game's settled down now. It was getting a little wild there at the end of the first half.
Going to try to find a wrinkle, though, on 2nd goal from the 5.
Don't like this fucking play call. Why do teams do this? Touchdown. Okay, touchdown, Mecole Hardman. I don't like the play call, and I thought he was out of bounds, but that ref said he was in.
This is all Patrick Mahomes. Nothing is open. He waits it, throws a touch pass in the corner.
Look at Watkins right there.
1.
And the left foot is.
Oh, yeah, that's a touchdown, kids. Drug the toe.
I mean, I thought it was
That's some extended toe drag swag right there. Those little rubber pellets are the best thing to ever happen to slow motion instant replay in the NFL.
there to have any chance.
Touchdown Chiefs.
Touchdown pass number 3 for Mahomes today, giving him 36 on the season.
Interesting. They're not going for 2, but New Orleans did.
Extra point, good.
21 to 15.
So we began the third quarter with 2 lead changes. Well, there wasn't much room to find it. But Mahomes did. Yep, you're in. That's a touchdown.
Streaming soon on Disney Plus.
This is where girls get their personalities before they go to Earth.
I gotta get back to my body. Disney and Pixar present So.
Why am I not muting the commercial? I was sitting here zoning out, not muting the commercial. Why are there so many songs? Good God, my phone was like 10 times louder there than it ever is. What the fuck? Okay, phone, you proved your point. God, my phone was so loud there it hurt my ears. It's not that fucking loud. Leave it to Mahomes to score on that stupid play that I hate so much, where they literally run everybody to one side of the field. I don't know about you, but I'd like to use the entirety of the field if I can to try to get somebody open.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Grey Goose. Celebrate
Chris Jericho, shout out to you. Grey Goose vodka. That's his fave.
Never been in better hands. And by Chipotle. For real.
Back in New Orleans with the Chiefs up 21-15. Our two coaches each with a Super Bowl win. Andy Reid, Sean Payton. And who knows? Maybe they'll be going locking horns February 7th. Trying to outmaneuver, outthink the other. These are two creative, two of the best when it comes to coming up with unusual ways to win.
Hey, you're not kidding. How about unusual ways to run plays?
Well, look at this game plan. Yeah.
I mean, watch. No one runs more unique stuff. You know,
Mahomes going to try to get you back in it, Robert.
all the movement, and then right at the end,
Touchdown number one here is number two.
and let's do a little Pistol Patrick chest pass over there, and then this is incredible. Just and he wasn't even in like the view when he throws something like that, and he throws it so softly to the corner, and he's got to sprint over there to get it.
Yeah, the Janoris Jenkins, I think they tried to make a play on the ball. He thought there was no room over there. There's Murray. Just give a yard or two. You made a point on the PAT by Butker that the Chiefs were not going to do what the Saints tried to do, go for two and
Touchdown Eagles.
this lead back to 7. Do you think the Saints were a little early chasing?
They're tied at 26 with the Cardinals now.
Well, if you don't get it, I think you're early. I think if you get it,
I'm assuming they went for 2 and didn't get it,
that's usually what I go with.
because that's what Doug Peterson does.
Each team has a philosophy, organization, right?
I don't know. I'm not watching that game.
You know, some matchup based. We love what they do down here. We have a play for that. The other one's just like we play
Oh boy, your opponent has the Steelers defense against the Bengals. Yikes.
Oh, and it's in and out of their hands, incomplete. Tommy Lee Lewis unable to hold on. Tracy down.
Third down for the Saints already.
The Saints are down another wide receiver, Trayvon Smith, in the locker room right now with an ankle injury. And Chiefs linebacker Emmanuel Smith, just activated today, has a hamstring injury and is doubtful to return, Jim.
That is amazing. When you look at it, Smith had one catch, that one to open up the third quarter. Sanders has one catch. That one that went for 51 to set up the first touchdown. But only 2 receptions.
Saints are 1 for 7 on third down. Make that 1 for 8.
In the area of Juwan Johnson.
Fourth down.
Coming out at half, Sean Payton wanted to be better on third down. This is not going to help.
Drew Brees only 7 of 20 today.
Just not many people are getting open right now, Jim. It's, you know, you get the one-on-one.
Boy, they need Michael Thomas.
That's not quite great the separation, and Sean knows when they're playing man-to-man, that's where you need the wide receivers and the guys who can really separate, because it makes them stop playing man-to-man.
Well, all you have Emmanuel Sanders and 3 wide receivers that were brought up off the practice squad just yesterday. In fact, Tommy Lee Lewis, people know him for the years here, but he's been brought up 3 different times this year.
Cole Hardman probably should have fair caught that.
His partner was trying to shake free. 47-yard punt. Gray says, no, you'll have no more than that. Mahomes' last touchdown pass was a beauty.
Score another. Put my mind at ease. Hello, cell phone. I picked Messenger like 35 seconds ago. You gonna load that shit sometime today? It's okay. Take your time. I'll just sit here and fucking wait. Hello, cell phone. Hi, how are you? You doing okay? There you go. Oh my god, I hate fucking phone. All it takes is 175-yard pass to Hill. You are right. And who's to say that won't happen?
Is provided by Goodyear.
Here's your shot. Nope, it's a run. Never mind. They gonna try to run the ball now.
21 on the board. How about this for a little nugget for you, Tony? They've now tied their own record. This is NFL history record. There you see the Saints back in 2010 through 12 at 25. 28 straight games with at least 20 points. Now, wedged in between their own two streaks, the Texans kept them under 20.
As you said, they started to go for 19, so that means the nuts. You're saying they should have like 40 in a row?
It should be like 56 or 7 in a row.
Pass interference on Janoris Jenkins.
Jenkins, the defender.
Wow, this is actually interesting.
Pass interference. Defense number 20. Ball be placed spot of the foul. Automatic. First down.
Well, it's just a go route on the sideline. But watch. They had been playing two guys deep. Now they're starting to come downhill as it's getting later, leaving the one-on-one opportunities outside. And Jenkins gets the penalty. But that's going to be where it's like, oh, watch these safeties in the top of your screen. He starts coming down. The opportunities start being there.
2-yard run for Edwards-Helaire. Granderson holding on to him with a penalty marker.
Legal block in the back. Offense number 14. 10-yard penalty. First down.
Sammy Watkins will send his offense back, and they'll replay the down. All these things, these scoring streaks that the Chiefs have, current 8-game win streak, all of this, as you see Watkins here, 14.
Oh,
that block
silly.
right there.
That's silly.
They've got 10 straight road wins. Now that's one of the most impressive. That's a spot.
Okay, long down and distance. Something big to Hill here would be hilarious.
This should be a hand. Look at their. They should just do that. But
Lattimore did a good job of staying with Hill. Took that away.
As Holmes is thrown down on another marker's out.
Another fucking flag.
Back to his feet.
and guess who? Let's go with another.
Shy Tuttle, by the way, was the one who grabbed Mahomes right after he threw it.
Oh my God! Will this bitch leave me alone?
Defense number 22. 5-yard penalty. Automatic. First down.
Same guys. That's the last play. You're getting a little frustration between Watkins and Gardner-Johnson. This isn't the penalty, but this is him just throwing it down. Tunnel chases him down.
Anytime you see the franchise get grabbed around the neck, all that, and hold your breath for a minute.
That's a good term for him. That's a good one. He's the franchise. Mr. Franchise.
First down.
Damn! Oh. Incomplete. Good coverage by Janoris Jenkins.
An outstanding job. I mean, this is, everyone's covered everything, and this is how this game's going to go. This play is going to be Mahomes throwing an unbelievably crazy high-level throw. I mean, really, that is unbelievable that Watkins even got to touch this ball. It almost makes it a great defense by Jenkins. But not a lot of guys open, and that's where he just can make stuff up. And you're like, what are we supposed to do, Coach? He threw that into a 6-inch area, 48 yards down the field.
He found it. He really did. Let's go. 2nd and 10.
Oh, it's a fucking fumble.
Davis picks it up, but it's whistled. Incomplete.
Okay, they say incomplete. It looked like a fumble to me.
Coverage by Gardner-Johnson, who had the head injury, got kicked in the head in the first half, got checked out, and is back on the field. 3rd and 10.
It's a fake handoff. Read the inside. See Davis moving out of that window, and really that ball is just.
Okay, yeah, he never had control.
His hand, but that's incomplete.
I made the wrong call. 3rd and 10. God damn it. Tired of these 3rd and longs. Tyreek Hill, thank God. First down.
You know, I know the stats said they'd had this 1 out of 18 stretch where they hadn't converted on 3rd and 10 plus, but doesn't it feel like you half expect it every time? They're going to somehow find a way?
Yeah, they're going to say, hey, take it up the field, stop, boom! And he sees right here, see the defender, he's running upfield. Mahomes sees it, throws it back shoulder. That's where they adjust as the game goes on, Jim. They said, listen, they're running with you, just stop, I'll throw it to you, right? 3rd and 10, they think we're going to run 40 yards.
Gives it to Williams for 1. Patrick Mahomes was excited about coming to play at the Superdome. Never had really any connection to New Orleans other than the fact that his dad at one time was Major League pitcher, but at one time he was pitcher for the New Orleans AAA baseball team here for a season.
Yeah, the Eagles went for 2 for no fucking reason. Instead of just taking the extra point to take a 1-point lead.
2nd and 9.
Damn it. 3rd and 9. Here's another 3rd and fucking long.
Well defensed. Now another 3rd and long.
Thank God it's Kansas City and not somebody else.
A tight matchup there. And the tight matchup on Hill is because this safety doesn't have to get involved in the run game. So Lattimore can have heavy hands. He can come downhill. Other teams, if you don't have that guy behind you, you cannot come downhill on that, Jim. You got to protect the end zone.
Kelsey lined up on the right side. 9 for the first.
Well, that should have been intercepted. And Marcus Williams is hurt. That should have been intercepted. 4th down.
Shaken up.
He's shaken up there. It's an outstanding job by Williams coming all the way across the field. You'll see him getting your vision right here. He was so far back.
I'd intercept that.
Snap. Mahomes is like, oh, there's no safety helping over there. And really, he should have caught that. That should have been intercepted. But and just missed it.
He was already, I believe, had gotten injured before he got his hands on the football. This could be the 6th punt for Townsend. Remember we all asked.
When is the last time Kansas City punted 6 times in a game?
Townsend punted 4 times in the game.
You did. You made it great. How many is that?
That is 6. That one down.
Chiefs will not put the Saints away.
Travel 26 yards to the 17.
Been pretty lame. Well, it's only lame because I'm actually cheering for somebody in this game. Let's go back to Falcons World on Twitter and laugh. The fuck is up with my mouse? I need a mouse pad. History suggests the Falcons have learned nothing. Yeah. Right now, we got the 5th pick in the draft. Can we trade up with Jacksonville? Come on, you know you want Julio Jones in a 2nd round pick or some bullshit. I don't know. Whatever. It is what it is. Jets are up by 3 with 2 minutes left and they have the ball. Ooh boy. Rams, what are you doing? What are you doing?
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Amazon and by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Drew Brees, playing career, spent half his life in the NFL. 20th year. 610 teammates between his days in San Diego and New Orleans.
Ready, set.
Down the sideline it goes.
Incomplete.
And that was intended for Cook. So from all these teammates,
It's been a slow-moving 3rd quarter. We're not even at the 4th yet. Good God, the fucking Rams and Jets are wrapping up with 2 minutes to go, and we're still in the 3rd quarter here. Christ.
Chiefs fans, and what did they ask for Christmas? Well, Balin wants an autographed Mahomes jersey, Bowen wants a Tyreek Hill jersey, and Callan wants a...
So Drew Brees' own fucking kids cheer for the Chiefs.
Something tells me, Jim, these will be 3 happy boys come Christmas morning.
Sam is watching, I know. Always has.
Saints on a 3rd down again.
So we've sent the message directly to the North Pole. Well done, Tracy.
He's always loved the national doubleheader game.
It's been a big thing.
A year ago. That's a great story, and that's a great...
Must be nice to get your family to go to a football game in 2020.
Nervous. They know how important this is for their
I wish I was rich.
Coming back after injury.
They love fantasy football. Remember he was saying it late in the playoffs now. They all want their dad to help set the lineups and all that. But they love the Chiefs. That it's open for some Chiefs swag. And here we go.
Blitz. They better hope he misses, and Brees misses by a mile.
And this is just
4th down.
Shot he's going to take to the ribs here, which doesn't going to make him feel good. He had to throw it before he's ready. Another 3rd down. They didn't convert.
Oh, ouch. Square in the fucking ribs.
Ouch. That's why you wear this stuff, so that way you can get up on the next play.
Saints 1 out of 9.
You see the frustration? You can see the frustration right there with Drew and Cook. He wanted to come over and ask. He's got to take it higher, he's telling him, right? He comes out of it quickly.
Flag. Intentional grounding. Yeah, I wondered about grounding.
That'll be a loss of down. 10-yard foul. 4th down.
Well, the other thing is it's probably a hot play. You know, it's when the guy comes off of you, This is where Brees is not happy. I think he probably needed, it's a corner blitz. When a corner blitzes, you can't block him most of the time. So you have to run a hot route. He's going to go talk to him. He's going to say, now listen, Jared, now listen, if it's a hot route and that corner comes, I know it's tough to see, but you got to break that off right there. I mean, I have nowhere to throw the ball. I'm going to get hit. And he said, okay, well, I didn't know that he was cornering that because I had a tight split. I said, it's okay, buddy. Get it next time. Come on, I still need you. That's pretty good right there.
Not much to talk about in this third quarter since the first possession. The Jets beat the Rams. Well, I'll be goddamn. No more 0-16 dreams. What are they doing trying to sabotage their tank? You act like you don't want Trevor Lawrence or something.
Here we go. Update time. Nate in New York.
Jets up by 3, needing a first down to put the game away, and Sam Darnold throws it to the ageless wonder, Frank Gore. Jets finally win a game. Jets. They are now 1-13. They win the game 23-20. Back to you guys.
Well, I love the chant. Thank you, Nate. But I can tell you that Jets fans are not wanting to join you in unison. We mentioned it earlier. I just got
You're a Jets fan. You got
my friends are saying,
win, right?
I'm a true Jets fan, and I'm praying they lose. No, we're not rooting for the Jets. So predictable, says another. My boys and me were about to, well, I won't say.
First and 10.
Here is Mahomes finding
Kelsey.
as a safety valve.
Gain of 9.
And the whole Trevor Lawrence sweepstakes, because now the Jets and the Jags have one win apiece.
Well, who holds the tiebreaker?
Well, I think you still got to play it out. You know, we'll see. But 2 games each.
See what happens. But I tell you, it's when you're having a rough season, those players, they want to win. They're not thinking about that. You know, they're playing the game they love. And as a competitor, that's a great moment if you're on that team. Every fan knows, it's like, you got to be kidding. We got this far. I got all the way to the weekend before Christmas.
Damn, Le'Veon Bell shrugged off a tackle and gets a first down. He should have been tackled for a 4-yard loss.
By the way, that's where you talked about earlier with Bell, just to finish that run. It's a 4-yard loss, breaks the tackle. And then he finishes it and moves the chains.
Two minutes to go, third quarter. Each team putting up a touchdown here since the intermission.
Kick the Rams out of the Rams have lost their NFC playoff eligibility after losing to the Jets. Quick throw to Kelsey.
For another 9.
You're not going to see Mahomes. What was it, 20 for 38 before then? I mean, that's really, this guy throws 300 yards in his sleep for 197. He's over 200 now, but
6 straight games.
Touchdown Cardinals. They are up by 6 now.
300 yards a game, and it's not close. His last 6 games, Jim, Patrick Mahomes has the most yards ever in a 6-game span for a quarterback in National Football League. And they won all 6. That's usually when they're losing that you throw for There's Bell.
First down. Just enough, I think.
First down. Hey, Marcus Williams heading in.
That's a big one right there. He's that second round pick.
And the Cardinals are smart enough to take an extra point, unlike Doug Peterson.
Times ahead for 6 or 7.
Is there a chance you're seeing the Saints wear down just a little bit? They don't usually.
Yeah, there have been a lot of 3 and out by the Saints offense, and I think the defense is starting to look a little worse for the wear.
Even with only 6 or 7 guys up.
By the way, the answer on who has the tiebreaker, Jacksonville has the easier strength of schedule, which means they will be getting the first pick.
Oh my God, the Jags have the number 1 pick now.
If they lose out, Jacksonville will have the first pick.
The Jets butt fumbled away Trevor Lawrence.
And 1 yard short of the first.
Wow. Didn't quite know that.
Kansas City's going to have to do this, I believe, in the playoffs at some point soon.
End of the third. 3rd and 1. It's only a 6-point game, but it feels like it's worse than that. This game's killing me because it's been boring in the 3rd quarter. And I want to stream the next game. I'm going to. Everybody's I just saw Photoshop of Trevor Lawrence in a Jaguars uniform now. Oh, yeah. That's funny. Boy, I tell you what. Hey, my phone wasn't nearly as obnoxiously loud that time. There should be an yeah. If you lose to an 0-13 team, you automatically lose your eligibility. Next team in. So congratulations, Vikings or whoever the fuck. Bears, maybe? I don't know. Whoever would be next in line. Maybe throw in another NFC East team just for fun.
We start the 4th. Kansas City has 21. The Saints have 15. But the Chiefs
3rd and 1. Chiefs in field goal range. They got cute here. 1st down just enough. Mahomes got it. That's a backbreaker. Because it looked like Malcolm Jenkins was going to knock him out of bounds.
It's like he knows he's waiting for the last second, but he can also feel the leverage. Now that's that's Jenkins. See how he just changed his tempo for a sec? It's like he knew he could always quite get it if he just kind of made him feel like, okay, no.
That spot was a little interesting.
Almost too interesting.
Yeah, they gave it to him by a yard. I thought he might have been a little short, but here we go. You set it down.
Nothing there.
As Edwards and Lair is stacked up. By the way, next Sunday, we've got regional action. We're going to be in Steel City. Colts and Steelers. That's going to be a good one.
Colts, Steelers, or Packers, Titans. What the fuck am I going to watch? I need to see when those games are going to air.
Next Sunday on CBS. Are we doing the Colts Steelers? You're going to be there. Oh. You don't normally know that.
Who doesn't win the West to play Washington? Either one's fine with me. Tampa Bay ain't shit. I could deal with Tampa or Washington no matter what team I am. Neither one of them's going far.
Take it out of his hands. We do have again a yellow flag.
Shocking. Whatever makes this game take longer.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness
Ooh.
on the defense.
1st down, Kansas City.
15-yard penalty. Automatic. 1st down.
Cameron Jordan with unnecessary roughness call.
You haven't heard a lot, Cameron. Going against Wiley 77, it probably hit him in the face mask or something here at some point.
Oh, yeah, Cam Jordan threw a punch.
That's where they usually get you. And, that's frustration a little bit, right? You're just like, oh, That game's getting close. It's at that point. But Cameron Jordan's still playing at a crazy high level. And he's outstanding. And he's the first round pick in 2011. I mean,
No, Jeff, I guess I'd rather play Washington. But then again, Tampa Bay's got a pretty bad secondary. So I don't know. Like I said, you could beat either one.
He's still trying to argue his case, but seeing that video evidence, you can't quibble with the call. Chiefs are going to be set up at the 13.
The penalty on number 94 was a punch. It connected. That player's been disqualified.
Cam Jordan's been disqualified. I was going to say, it was a punch. So they threw Cam Jordan out.
Hand, I guess, or fist. We saw it from the backside, blocked out a little bit.
I know one team that can't handle losing, and that's New Orleans. Losing's never fun, and nobody enjoys it, and you're not supposed to enjoy it. But when the Saints go down, ooh, they hate it.
on every down because this guy can shut the run down too. We're going to need to see if that's a real call.
And quarterback draw. Touchdown. Wow, what a play. Yeah, look at that on the big screen where you're walking out, Cam Jordan. Fuck you, bitch. That was a great play. And Bell stays in bounds for the touchdown. And yep, that's right where Cam Jordan would have been too. They exploited that on the first play where Cam Jordan was off the field. Chiefs will go for 2 here. He got it. It's good. Chiefs have a 14-point lead. They called their 2 best plays in a row on the touchdown and then the 2-point conversion. Slow moving game, and I don't even feel like it's that good because the Saints haven't done shit since their first drive of the 3rd quarter. I am bored, and I'm not going to get a very long break between games. And that really is a fucking Silence of the Lambs TV show. I know how we could make this R-rated movie better by putting it on network TV and making it suck. Said no one ever.
Stars in different places. For Bell, it's his 2nd touchdown as a Chief. While earlier today, Antonio Brown had his first touchdown as a Buccaneer, and Des Bryant scored his first touchdown as a Raven. And what a little set of streaks we have in this game. Kansas City scored the game's first 14. Saints did score the next 15, and now the Chiefs have put up 15 unanswered of their own. Let's bring in Gene Steratore on Cameron Jordan being thrown out of the game. Gene?
You saw the two things happen on these plays, Jim. Either the on-field officials felt like that was a punch and threw that player out and asked New York to reaffirm what they judged on the field, or they just threw an unnecessary roughness, and then New York evaluated it and decided to upgrade that to an ejectable offense.
That's a punch if I ever saw one.
At the bottom, he does close his fist. If you look really closely there, it's hard.
Throw his stupid ass out and suspend him while you're at it. Oh, man. Cook had a second chance at that. He's pissed. I can tell by Jared Cook's body language he's fucking upset.
You gotta win, and they're just not quite on the same page over and over again.
You know, I think Adam Gase just wanted to fuck the Jets one last time before he gets fired at the end of the year.
Let's see if he's frustration with that ball isn't caught.
Got so few options to go to. Cook has one catch.
What the fuck was 98 doing staying engaged with the block when he could have reached out and got a hand on Kamara?
Have a total of 2 catches.
We talked about it, Jim. Here's what's happened today. They're going to line up and play you man-to-man tight. Get your hands on you and say, one of these guys has to win. That's the first interception earlier in the game. Guess what? Someone's got to win by more than half a step. Get your hands on them heavy early.
3rd and 5. Incomplete. The Saints will punt again.
And you see how tight everyone is, like, to every receiver, and that's, you know, just difficult sometimes to find the guy who's going to create the separation. This one he might have missed on the backside.
This game could be over after this next possession.
I saw coming open.
A pass intended for little Jordan Humphrey. Morstead. Little. No T. 8th punt of the day.
That's where it's at.
Good fair catch.
Kansas City is doing better to New Orleans what New Orleans is trying to do to Kansas City with the tight, restricted coverage.
48-yard punt by Morstead. Here's some of the early.
Boy, the Saints are a bunch of salty fuckers when they're getting beat.
As the Seahawks go to Washington and
They really are.
clinch a playoff appearance. They lead now in the West with the Rams losing against the Jets. Brady brings the Bucs back from 17 down. And meanwhile, the Dolphins win and the Patriots have been eliminated in playoff consideration. Colts and Titans both win. They're both 10-4 on the season.
Titans have a better division record. Remember, the Colts lost to the Jaguars at the start of the season. Bet you didn't think that'd come back to affect anything. But yes, the Colts lost to the Jaguars. Therefore, Titans have a tiebreaker on the Colts. Because the Colts and Titans actually split with each other. And they both have tough games next week. Like I said, Tennessee's got Green Bay. Indianapolis has Pittsburgh. But I'll take the Colts to win that game.
So he was thrilled to be coming back. And he's posted good numbers. 67 on 11 totes.
First down, Kansas City. Moving the chains.
And it's just one of those run pass options. You can hand it off.
RPO.
For an arm, and then you can just throw it to the sideline like nothing.
Breeze going to the tablet to try to find a receiver that he hasn't been able to discover so far. It's just, again, you're down so many weapons. He's completed only 7.
Look at that time of possession.
24.
That is a rarity for
Yeah.
accuracy on that
you think about some of the records he holds as far as accuracy, career-wise.
Yeah.
The best.
He was leading the league.
Look at that pouty look on Drew Brees' face. I really don't have anything to talk about. This game's fucking boring.
That would be 73.5, Jim.
There you go.
Okay. I knew you were looking a little flummoxed by that. Yeah, that's unhappy Drew Brees right there.
They're like, damn, we ain't getting no home field advantage.
We're not out of this yet. They can get a ball back, but it doesn't look good, does it, Jim? Not a lot of people open.
Just nobody to throw it to. Mahomes on 2nd and 10.
Whoa, that was almost intercepted by a D lineman.
Rankin's got his hands on it, then he couldn't find it for just long enough to be able to make a play on it.
How are the Saints, when they're on offense, not making any big plays now?
Alexander does a good job, but Rankin's
Chiefs' defense is not exactly the 85 Bears.
I mean, he's been active everywhere. And a ball like that going in the air gives your team a chance very quickly.
Chiefs have not turned it over. They did 4 times last week, which was such a rarity. 12 on the season.
Here's a blitz. Oh, strip sack. That's a fumble, I think. And the Saints recover. Got to see a replay. Mahomes sure thinks he fumbled. You can tell by his body language. Yeah, this is a fumble. God damn it. I hate the Saints, but I kind of want them to make a game out of it, but I still want Kansas City to win. Yep, that's fumble, kids.
It does look like a fumble, and you meet at the quarterback. That's got to be painful.
Oh, it gets hit from both sides. Sandwich, ball comes out. Gene, there's no evidence there of a forward pass. Do you see?
No, that's
Mahomes, unfortunately, the pressure from his front side backed him right into Hendrickson.
Wow. And that's the only way you can see that one hurts right there.
It does.
Took it from couldn't feel the guy behind him who got the ball. Hendrickson, but now they got it.
Saints have it at the Chiefs' 25.
You never know.
Brees was just staring on the bench, and now he's
There's pressure.
That's to Burton.
2nd and inches.
That first down yardage will be close.
And it was a timely pressure by Dennis Allen, who's done an outstanding job this year defensively as the coordinator for the Saints. We've talked about, but he pressured them, and that got one-on-one matchups everywhere up front. And there's the big hit. Oh.
2nd and 1. Kamara
First down.
gets him the first at the 13.
Noddy with a good play, holding him up there is Dennis Allen, who deserves some Defensive Coach of the Year awards.
Absolutely.
Is there one of those?
Dennis Allen, good defensive coordinator, I guess, but he was not exactly good head coach material.
No Defensive Coach of the Year, no Offensive Coach of the Year. We have everything else of the year.
Monday morning quarterback, you'll find it. So we've got to give it that. Here's Kamara.
Touchdown, Alvin Kamara. That was too damn easy. I was going to say, how were the Saints not getting any plays like this before? Simple play, but
Kamara does the rest.
Kamara is so hard to get on the ground.
And ends up weaving through all.
And he doesn't look like he'd be, but he is. He's shifty.
Took 73 seconds to cash in off the turnover.
And that's 29-22.
Point game, just inside 10 minutes to go. Here he comes, Alvin Kamara to the end zone. Saints are right back in it.
Unfortunately, the Saints are back in this game, but good for me. I'll have something to talk about now. I don't know. I've tried to describe how the Chiefs have played lately, and it's like lazy. The Chiefs have been sleepwalking through games and still winning. I watched their Denver game. I saw a lot of the Miami game. They're literally just like, meh, doing okay. Oh, look, we won, guys. They're kind of doing that today. They should have run away with this game already. But here we are again. Laziness, complacency, carelessness, whatever. I don't know what it is. Right now it's just bad offensive line play as far as pass protection goes. This should not be a 7-point game at this point. This should be over. If this game goes to overtime, it's going to run all over the Sunday night game.
CBS is sponsored by Best Buy. Fast Store Pickup.
We still got 9:40 to go.
Verizon, the network more people rely on. And by Duracell Optima.
Well, it's turning into perhaps a nail.
Somehow, some way, this game is going to be close.
15-7. There you see the Breeze has never had statistically pass percentage game
Because Kansas City just can't help themselves. They're starting to turn into the fucking Seahawks. Kansas City should be rolling people almost every week.
And again, we're not putting it on him by any means with all the injuries that they have outside on that offense.
Boy, just imagine if Cam Jordan hadn't got thrown out of this game. Not that it mattered on that last play.
You'll be seeing that immediately after this game in its entirety, except on the West Coast CBS stations. Jim Antonio, Tracy Wilson, and Gene Steratore with 9:43 to play here.
No TV. I don't want to watch new episodes of 60 Minutes. Can you please get that off my fucking screen? My TV's too smart. Damn, what a catch by Tyreek Hill. First down.
We've done enough of these games this year, okay? What a catch. Yeah, it really was. Unbelievable. Perfect spot. Your guy gets through nobody, and then he extends and shows off his rare ability, obviously.
I mean, that thing's coming in with so much heat. You're diving, you get your hands on it, you're falling.
How do the Chiefs have cap space? The way they worked out their deal for Mahomes is certainly going to be helpful, because the bulk of Mahomes' money doesn't come until about 5 years from now. The way they structured his deal really helps him out. And look out. I imagine some contracts are going to come up and the Chiefs are going to lose a guy or two.
We've done these games. Patrick Mahomes has a really unique way.
But they were really smart at how they structure Mahomes' deal.
And then he kind of gets the ball back toward the end of the game. And all that where you're like, uh-oh, this is going to be this game. And he just kind of weirdly shuts the door.
He does. He just
closes it out. He's a closer. I mean,
never looks anxious, never looks out of control.
And he just puts his team on his back right here and does something. He's like, okay.
2nd and 2 to Watkins for a first down.
First down, Sammy Watkins. Now the Chiefs are starting to heat it up. Wake up, motherfuckers. Stop sleepwalking through these fucking games. Because you're going to get in the playoffs and somebody's going to punch you in the goddamn mouth.
And he really played like that. We were there to see it. He threw for 393.
Yes, it's unbelievable. I mean,
It's like a clash of that old Andy Reid choke late in the season bullshit, but their talent carries them through it.
touchdowns before to each interception. I mean,
If this team didn't have Patrick Mahomes, they'd still be in the same situations they were in when they had Alex Smith. It's basically the same team. Look at this by Mahomes, man. Down to the 20.
That's going to be somewhere in the 20-yard neighborhood, 24 actually.
All day, every day.
Timely run, Jim.
You said it.
It's always the right decision when he does that. Law of averages last week, right? You can't have 2 interceptions for the whole year. So you get 5 and then you go the rest of the year without it. It's most likely
very possibly could.
Yeah. But like I said, these drives are the ones that separate them even more.
That was the longest rush by either team in this game. The 24-yard scramble. He's going to go right back to Bell for another 4. Bell now with 11 for 49 and the touchdown.
Now you can see he's still a little winded from that long run. He took a pretty big hit before that too. And those usually really feel after the game when your adrenaline wears off and you're like, oh.
Well, this is
forgot about that hit. Forgot about that one. Oh, there it is.
This is the player that Sean Payton evaluated on tape when he was coming out of Texas Tech. Said it was the best I ever saw on tape, evaluating someone, and then he worked them out of the Lubbock. Said it's the best workout I ever saw. 2nd and 6.
Ooh, Mahomes took another shot, and he still gets the ball to Kelsey for a first down. First and goal. Somebody's got to peel Mahomes up off the ground.
Well, it's going to be one-on-one. Kelsey's over there by himself. They have to. They can't
Ooh.
give up everything, and Mahomes lucky to get this ball out. And it floats to the side.
That was a wobbler. That looked like a Teddy Bridgewater deep throw right there. Yeah, I watched that game last night.
I would say he gets the job done. Kelsey wins the one-on-one matchup.
First and goal.
Edwards are there. As they're now 4 minutes into this drive and shrinking the game at 5.5 and in before the next.
And he's hurt.
This kid is tough, and you hear Reed extol about how smart he is and this freakish strength that he has and his center of gravity, and we haven't seen anything like this season where anybody's kind of very awkward landing there with a player landing on the back of that leg. We'll be right back.
It is.
I ain't gonna have much time to play fucking Red Dead before the next game. Matter of fact, I'm just not even gonna bother. I'm gonna turn the PlayStation. I already had the PlayStation turned on so I could fucking play some. I'm just gonna turn it off now. Play a little after the game before I go to bed. I just want to keep my daily challenge streak alive is all I want to do. But then I'm gonna get on there and want to play more and do more of the daily challenges. But I gotta fucking work tomorrow, so I can't stay up late and have any goddamn fun. Damn. He must be hurt fucking bad.
He was in there. Can't put any weight on that left leg.
To make it this late in the season on a team this good and get hurt like that, I know that's miserable.
Breeze applauding rookie and his efforts, not just today, but what he's done all this season. You get to week 15, you got your nucleus intact. I've gone out and gotten Bell, and
Boy, that Le'Veon Bell signing's looking good now, ain't it, boys and girls? Christian Okoye, he's going to make a comeback. Nah, man. Going to be Priest Holmes, Jeff. They're going to sign Priest Holmes. Or Marcus Allen, or Jamal Charles, or Dexter Cluster, or whatever. Dante Hall, I don't know.
They want misdirection as they get down here. 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
4.5 to go.
Got to make this step. Pressure blowing up this play right away. Take the field goal, go up by 2 scores. There's only 4:20 to go.
Well, it's the right play. It was actually Granderson who was chasing him. And they finally
It's unfortunate they couldn't finish that fucking drive, but you know.
Tyreek Hill against you. Send everybody the other side. Everyone in the whole field will think it's Tyreek Hill who's getting the ball, but the Saints were ready for it, flowed, and then it's a good decision by Mahomes.
Harrison,
Throw that up.
He's 23 of 25 on the season. Just a 22-yarder here, Tony.
22-yard field goal, make it a 10-point game.
This one's
Just a bit
32-22 with 4:18 to go. The odds are in your favor.
Got another update. Nate Burleson doing the job in New York.
Eagles down by 7, 2 seconds left.
3rd and 10 from the 31. Jalen Hurts throws. Incomplete. Cardinals win. And the Cardinals stay in the NFC playoffs.
Had the Eagles won that game today, Chicago would have moved.
And I'd say the Eagles' NFC East hopes are dead in the water.
Speaking of playoff pictures, Jim.
Well, here you go. Kansas City, of course, the one coming into the week.
Boy, I tell you what, we're learning a lot today.
Buffalo clinched a division. First time in 25 years.
It's official. The best an NFC East winner could be is 8-8. That's pretty goddamn sad.
Tennessee with a victory today over Detroit. Indianapolis over Houston, a close one. Cleveland takes on the Giants tonight. Miami with a tiebreaker edge for the 7 right now over Baltimore in the AFC. Over on the other side, Green Bay came.
Cleveland needs to keep winning. This whole Cleveland in the playoffs thing is definitely not a lock.
Against Carolina, and if the Saints lose this game, Green Bay will just need.
God damn it, I wish Daniel Jones was playing tonight. It'd be a much more interesting game.
To lock up the #1 seed on the NFC side. And meanwhile, on the Chiefs to lock up the 1, with a win today, they would just need a Week 17 victory to clinch the #1.
Ooh, that's a tough spot. So Week 16 doesn't really matter.
Depends on what happens with Pittsburgh. And they still, you never know. You got to play Cincinnati tomorrow, but yes, it could be. It's conceivable.
That's always a tough.
It's conceivable they could have a meaningless Week 16 game.
That's tough because you want to keep playing ball, but you also got to protect your guys.
Incomplete.
Covered up by Sorensen. Nowhere to throw it.
This is literally story of the game. Great job by Steve Spagnuolo and the Chiefs. Watch how everyone's going to be tight man. And pause this halfway through. Go ahead. Halfway through the routes. Go ahead and run that. Now pause it. Now you tell me where you're going to go. Keep going. And you tell me where to go now. I mean,
there's nothing.
There's no separation. It's just Steve Spagnuolo right there doing an incredible job. They're all up there on him tight.
There's Sanders. I don't know how the hell he's not been featured more today.
To go with the 51-yarder in the first half. Goes for 8.
Well, I like it. It's kind of like with they're all going to get
2-minute drill from here on out.
Stack release, or run a little bit like pick place, right? Run around a guy, just like the Chiefs did to you.
Oh, incomplete. Good play by Breeland.
Great defensive effort.
Got to go for this.
Great route, actually. Boom.
Of course, if you don't get it, it's definite game over, but you got to go for this. It's 2 yards.
And just a good job. Johnson can't quite get away. Breeland gets his hands up. A couple of outstanding plays today on the outside, right? Snead, you talked about earlier.
Snead had that interception early and did some other things as well.
This secondary's been
it's jelly.
Yeah,
the Tyrants had his interceptions for the last 3 games.
You're exactly right. Really good. Here's the biggest game on the line, Jim. Who's getting
Here we go, Jim.
Here we go. Okay, here we go. I think we're going to go down here.
Chiefs play it safe. They don't blitz. Breeze takes a shot over the middle. It's caught. To the Kansas City 46. Jared Cook. That should shut him up now. He was getting pretty whiny earlier. Boy, when Breeze threw deep, I cringed. I'm like, is he sure? Because he hasn't done a good job with that.
So watch Matthew right here.
First down again. On the ball, on the ball.
Pickup of 12. This is exactly giving you a chance. You got 3 timeouts. You got plenty of time. Breeze is going to huddle up real quick, which means they actually got a good play. So when you do that, you're like, hold on. We got to actually get into a play that we need to communicate about. Now watch Matthew right here. Watch when he comes down. He wants to go ahead. You see how he's talking to these two? He's watching Matthew right here to see where he goes.
Better be a good play. It's taking a lot of time.
Breeze has skinny legs. I just noticed that in those dainty little black pants. There's Sanders again. Got to call timeout. You can't let this get down to the 2-minute warning.
At some point in this drive, the field goal could be in play. You're down 10.
Yeah, we saw that last night with Carolina. We saw it today with the 49ers. Kick the field goal and then try the onside kick, or kick the field goal, give it back, and try to make a stop with your timeouts in the 2-minute warning. I'd rather take a defensive stand than the onside kick, even though you know you're going up against Kansas City.
Trish Alive, 22nd annual Home for the Holidays and NCIS right here on CBS.
Well, that's interesting. You got Deontay Johnson. He's got Steelers defense. Y'all cheering for the same team, just for different reasons. Saints get it. Get out of bounds, bro. Bad play by Sanders. Yeah, he got the first, but he should have went out of bounds. You got to snap this ball before the 2. They will, but God, Sanders, man, he just cost them all kinds of time. There it is. Touchdown. That was way too fucking easy. Breeze's best throw of the day. Damn, son. I say go for 2. Go for 2. Go for 2 so you can beat him with a field goal on the next drive. If you get a next drive, of course.
Just outside. Well done. Perfectly.
2 goddamn easy.
They are able to save it on a 4th and 2.
Man, I would go for 2 here.
2 minutes and 12 seconds. And you did it before the 2-minute warning, which saves a timeout. Huge.
I guess they're going to be wimps and play for overtime. I wouldn't want to go to overtime.
On that drive.
Balls, man. I'd go for 2.
And the touchdown.
Got 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. You can make a stop and get the ball back. Chiefs defense is a liability. They don't finish teams off. They're not a dominant defense really at any level. They got some nice players on the defensive line, but this happens way too much.
The home building where Big Jordan won a national championship and hit a little jump shot as a freshman a few years back.
Well, we expected again a little more like that, right?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Breeze, if you look at it now, he's got 3 touchdowns, 1 interception early in the game.
So Sanders didn't fuck him as bad as I thought he did when he didn't run out of bounds.
We've seen this play out. That guy right there, he's a close.
You just kick this through the wall of the end zone and try to make a stop.
The other side.
I'm kicking an onside. You're kicking an onside.
No. Kick it through the wall of the fucking end zone.
I mean, I would just say, you know, almost every team kicks this one like a push punt or deep.
They're going to go deep.
But I think it's the rare occurrence where it's Mahomes, right? It's like, gosh,
Just try to make a stop.
Mahomes trots back out, knowing he's got the 2-minute warning coming up.
I'll take Drew Barrymore.
With 2 timeouts.
I like her.
Going against the Saints defense that will not have the services of Hendrickson on this drive because he's been sent to the locker room.
Hendrickson or Jordan?
Saints defense, just don't let the scorer fool you. The Saints defense has done a lot of things well today.
He's injured. Jordan's out, thrown out. Here's the handoff.
Okay.
Gain of 1. Well, maybe make it 2 as he takes
2. 2-minute warning.
Bell with the carry. 2 minutes to go. 2 minutes. Kansas City.
Well, this game closed up once again. Before your very eyes. Well, that Green Bay Carolina game was an ass hair away from being really, really ridiculous because they nearly blocked that punt last night. We spent all year thinking the Jets were going to have the number 1 pick, and now the Jaguars have it. The Browns are like, thank God we're not in the running for it. Really glad the officials did everything they could to make sure this game took a ridiculously long time today. And it might be even longer now. It's not out of the realm of possibility.
Sponsored by Visa. Shop local because where you shop matters. And by Bud Light, reminding you to enjoy game day responsibly.
Interstate 10 winding around the outskirts of the Mercedes-Benz Superdome as we have 2 minutes to go. Jim Nance and Tony Romo and Tracy Wilson, Gene's territory as well.
Huge spot right here. This is where I see Kansas. They get aggressive very often here.
Here's play action. They got it. It's Kelsey. First down, stays in bounds.
It's amazing.
And the Saints have to take a timeout.
Like, run the ball, play it safe. Not the Chiefs, not Andy Reid. He puts this game all the time in Patrick Mahomes' hand, and I love it. I think when you got a guy like that, he'll get it to Kelsey. I mean, but Andy Reid does that over and over again. I mean, they'll be on the 25-yard line going in. The other team has no timeouts or 30 seconds, and it's 3rd and 2 or 4, and they'll just throw it like normal. It's like, what? And they always close the game out.
Yeah.
15 to close it.
You know, you're talking to Sean Payton, your fellow Eastern Illinois alumni, and he said, boy, you talk about Mahomes and Tyreek and Kelsey. He says you can see their football IQ on tape. They're having more fun than should be allowed, he said. They do. They seem to...
Damn, the Chiefs are moving the ball.
Every single second of it.
Yeah, and they do, because they're actually like, it's the rare occurrence.
Last time out.
Where the intellect meets the talent level all the way across the board. Mm-hmm. It's like all these guys see the game.
How many? We've seen the Packers a couple of times this year just get annihilated in the second half. Remember, the Colts outscored them 20-3 in the second half and beat them in overtime. The Buccaneers smoked the Packers in the second half.
Come on, make it look
And then the Panthers last night outplayed them in the second half. Came up short. And the Chiefs, once again, are sleepwalking to victory. Very similar teams. But head coaches on the complete opposite end of the spectrum. One old as fuck and the other's young. You just run this twice. Milk clock. Well, Bill's going to get to the outside. First down. And that's the game. And Bill got slung down.
Is shaken up. I think Davis with the face mask. My goodness, you've lost in this quarter already.
Boy, if I was the Chiefs, I'd be pretty goddamn salty on that sideline right now. Face mask on the Saints, game over.
15 yards will be added to the end of the run. Automatic. First down.
You're right, though. That is, it's a huge play. Great decision to bounce it and then get downhill so you don't run out of bounds. Oof. That's a great call. He's got them both, right? He's got his arm behind the collar and obviously the face mask as well.
Bell, thankfully, on his feet.
Bell's shaking it off.
He's got to tell you, we'll see what happens with Edwards-Helaire, but he's going to
take a knee and go home.
Roll going forward. You know that if he's
it's over.
Cook and the Saints had a chance to clinch the division today with a win.
By the way, Patrick Mahomes closes the game out, but only 254 yards today.
3 touchdowns.
How many in a row?
He had 6 straight 300-yard performances.
Averages close to 330 a game, and still closes it out when it matters.
You know, we talked to him this week about how much you pay attention to all this MVP talk, because it's really for the last month. It's boiled down to Patrick and Aaron. And he's already won one. He's won a Super Bowl MVP award as well. He just said to me, I don't pay attention to it at all. I just want the Super Bowl trophy again.
I mean,
so you know what I would do? You know what I would do? I'm not a voter.
You're not?
Love to be. I would split my vote. I know that sounds like a cop-out. You can't tell me which one's had a better year.
They're both playing.
I mean, you can't.
I mean, it's...
Or you delay the vote until we figure out who wins the whole thing, February the 7th, and maybe they meet for it.
I tell you, they're both playing amazing. And
one more kneel down, and we're out of here.
By the way, again tonight on CBS, it's against with 60 Minutes, and a report on the Pfizer vaccine, followed by the specials, Garth and Trisha Live, a holiday concert event, and the 22nd annual A Home for the Holidays plus NCIS.
He's done your MVP stuff right there, too. I'll say this. That was as good and tough as I've seen. Not random, right? Not the random stuff, but how tough New Orleans.
That's it.
Played
Kansas City wins 32-29. I'm going to take a break. We'll be back in about 25 minutes or so. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Good night.